All right, look, PrizePicks is America's #1 sports picks app, and it's the easiest way to win cash while you're watching games. Here's how it works. You pick more or less on 2 or more players, and you lock it in. That's it. No spreadsheets, no nonsense. If player picks aren't your thing, you can also pick teams now. Winner, spread, total, all in the same app. Team picks are live in 30 states, including California, Texas, my home state, and Florida. Most importantly, new users use code Speakeasy. $5 gets you $50 in lineups for free. PrizePicks. It's good to be right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Speakeasy, sophisticated sports talk with the best in the game. I'm the large human being nicknamed Carebear, standing behind the bar, Kieran Hickey Simple, and I'm joined here today with 2 gentlemen who played in the National Football League. One of them signs my checks. He's also a New York Times bestseller. He is also a third-team All-American for my Texas Longhorns. He is also a 2014 Pro Football Focus All-Pro. Yeah, on special teams. Emmanuel Acho in the building. How we doing today?
It's the last show of the week. Hey, let me say this. It's been an incredible week hanging out with y'all. If this is your first time watching the Speakeasy, welcome. Consider us your online family. We're here to make you laugh, here to make you smile, here to teach you a thing or two. But in all honesty, we just here to hang out in a lonely world. Shout out to those that are watching locked up. Shout out to those that are watching from wherever you are watching. We ask one thing and one thing only. If we've done anything for you, it would mean everything to us if you hit the subscribe button, if you have yet to hit that subscribe button. So please do so now. Also, hit the like button for the regulars. Welcome our first timers in the chat. Send some clap emojis, drop some clap emojis, show them some love. It's just the first time watching. Let us know where you're watching from. Carebear, turn me up.
All right, also joining us here in the Speakeasy, a man who needs no introduction. He is a Pro Bowler for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah.
A key piece in one of the most exciting offenses in all of National Football League football in the 2000s. He also played against some of the toughest defenses in the entire NFL in the AFC North. I'm talking about a man that needs no introduction. I already said that. Sorry. TJ Hushman's we went to get a little settled. How we doing, TJ?
Always appreciate the intro.
Got you, man. Got you. It's a good time. How you feeling today?
Man, I'm just getting used to your haircut, man. You know?
Nice. Yeah. I know. I got.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. You've had the Cougars on the prowl.
Yes.
I've been checking the comments. Like,
I'm saying, man, I look good with a new haircut.
You just look like that.
Sometimes
right?
you just need that little rejuvenation. You know what I mean? So
you've been getting a lot of compliments on the
because I look older. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, all right. Why do y'all think I look younger, bro?
I personally just think you look younger, bro.
Also joining us here in the Speakeasy, the man who apparently I guess is back on strike. I don't know what's happening. He's wearing no logo hat again today instead of repping the Speakeasy, which employs him. It's crazy. I would never do that. That's why I signed my contract
y'all know
already.
The vibes.
Social Trey in the building. How we doing today, Trey?
Social Trey.
I'm doing well, man. It's good to see y'all. But y'all as the regulars know, and y'all have my back. No contract. No logo. Okay.
Oh, bro.
That's all I got.
Okay,
Let's have a great show.
I don't hate that. Look,
last show of the week.
Last
Final
show of the week. And
week.
boy, oh boy, do we have a show for you guys tonight. First, we got to talk about the biggest event going on in sports right now, which is the NBA Finals after the Knicks took home Game 1 due to an incredible performance from Jalen Brunson, 27 points per game during this postseason, 6.3 assists per game, the highest plus-minus since 2017 Stephen Curry on that loaded Warriors team, and more importantly, 12 straight wins for the New York Knicks. Lonzo Ball chipped in and said, late commentary here, but Brunson is the best Knick to do it like ever. Fellas, do you guys agree with Lonzo Ball? Jalen Brunson is the best Knick ever.
No, Jalen Brunson is not the best Knick ever yet. I think we'd be prisoners of the moment to suggest that Jalen Brunson is already the best Knick ever. If Jalen Brunson brings the New York Knicks a championship, then you could suggest that he is the greatest New York Knick of all time. But I cannot disrespect and I will not disregard a dude by the name of Patrick Ewing, who was dominant from when he stepped into the league as a rookie and maintained dominance throughout the entirety of his career. I understand the chip, it was ever evasive of Patrick Ewing. However, I will not disregard what Patrick Ewing was to the game of basketball and who Patrick Ewing was to the game of basketball. Jalen Brunson, if he brings New York a chip, we can have the conversation as it pertains to being the greatest. But it just felt awkward to me to go ahead and suggest that Jalen Brunson is already the best Knick to ever do it, T.
It is very premature but it looked like the writing is on the wall. And so I believe the Spurs are going to come back and win this. I do.
Okay.
But if the New York Knicks win a championship, the fact that Jalen Brunson is even being talked about in that light, he hadn't played nowhere near the amount of years with the Knicks that Patrick Ewing played with the Knicks. The fact that he's in this conversation and somebody that really can play the game of basketball like Lonzo Ball is saying that this early in his tenure with the Knicks, it's just a matter of time. Whether he wins a championship or not, he's going to be the greatest New York Knick ever. And many believe the Knicks are going to win it this year. If he wins it this year, immediately, he's the best Knick ever. But regardless, 5, 10, however long he plays with the Knicks, when Jalen Brunson retires, he will be the greatest New York Knick ever.
Here's why I'm offended by that statement. And obviously, there are the likes of Walt Frazier. I don't necessarily count you if you didn't play during color TVs. But here's why I am offended by that statement.
That's fair.
Is a dude like Patrick Ewing has an All-NBA first team, 6 All-NBA second teams, if I'm not mistaken, 3 All-NBA defensive teams. Jalen Brunson has no All-NBA first teams. Dude has never been a top 5 player ever during the course of his career. Ever. So if Jalen Brunson is the greatest Knick ever, that's an indictment on the New York Knicks. Because with all due respect to what Jalen Brunson has done in New York, it's not as though he's a top 5 talent in any season he's been playing in. You could suggest maybe he's a top 10 talent. That's a debate. So to say that a dude that's never been top 5 ever is one of the best for one of the most storied franchises in the history of the sport, to me, that's either ignorant on our behalf or it's an indictment to the New York Knicks. It's not an indictment to the Knicks, so it's ignorant. Because a dude by the name of Patrick Ewing, All-NBA team when it was 50, All-NBA team when it was 75, plus Rookie of the Year dominance, plus dominant throughout his career. It's ignorant, bro, to say Brunson will be the best.
I mean, we are prisoners of the moment.
Yeah.
That's just kind of recency bias for sure, because what he's doing is like, the game is completely different now. Like, you have to be a special player to be a big man to be considered one of the top players in the league now. And if you are, you're a perimeter-based big man that can just do both. The game is different, from when Patrick Ewing played and Hakeem Olajuwon and Alonzo Mourning, David Robinson, and all those centers back then. It's a different game. And then here come a young Shaq, and you're like, whoa, this big dude can really, really move. Jalen Brunson, yes, you're correct. Top 5 player, I don't think many will say. I don't even think many will put him in the top 10.
Correct.
But his play is top 10 for sure. It's because and this is just when you're not drafted high, it's really, people have a hard time putting you up. If Jalen Brunson was a top 5 pick, he no question would be a top 7 player in the league right now. Everybody would say it. Because he wasn't drafted high, he's had to scratch, claw, and fight his way into where he is now. If he was drafted high, we all know he would be, no question, the top 7 player in the NBA right now. But regardless, to me, all NBAs and first team, second team, win a championship, he's the best Knick ever.
Is it fair to say this, though? I can settle here. Is it fair to say he's the greatest Knick ever, but I don't think I can give you the best? Here's why I think I can say greatest. If he sacrificed $75 million to boost the roster around him, that's of greatness. That's magnitude of greatness. That has nothing to do with his talent, but that has everything to do with his impact. If he wins a championship, that has more to do with his talent, but that has most to do with his impact, legacy. That's greatness. But there is no way that you can say that he's best because an individual like a Ewing has things that will be insurmountable in my mind for Brunson. Ewing is still the all-time points leader in New York, if I'm not mistaken. Ewing still has 3 second-team All-NBAs on him, on top of a first-team All-NBA on him, on top of 3 defensive teams that Brunson will never get.
Is he a better player than Patrick Ewing?
Of course not.
No.
But how can you say he's best?
He's going to go down as the greatest Knick player because of what he's going to accomplish that Patrick Ewing never did.
Yeah.
That's why. And again, I still think the Spurs are going to win. So I'm jumping out on this limb and saying the Knicks if the Knicks win he is the greatest Knick ever. Because Patrick Ewing, you went to 2 NBA finals. You didn't win. You lost. And so to this same same organization that now they are playing. That's just my opinion. Nobody. Yeah, you give up all this money, so now you can have Cat, you can have Mikal Bridges, you can have Anunoby. All these dudes that can really play. If that's the case, everybody do it then.
Yeah.
Give up money.
I think it's actually crazy and ignorant to say that he's not at this point.
Already.
That he's not.
Already.
Today.
Already.
I
And
agree.
let me tell you why.
Okay, I'm listening.
In a world in the NBA where we care
listening.
so much about what players look like in the playoffs.
Yep.
It's about what you look like in the playoffs, right? It's about what you do in the playoffs. We don't care about the regular season because half the teams are tanking. A bunch of them aren't playing defense. They're sitting their best players. Regular season doesn't matter. Let's talk about the playoffs. Over the last 4 years, has Jalen Brunson been a top 5 playoff performer?
Yeah.
No question. Jalen Brunson, as a New York Knick, I want you guys to let's reel it in here. Greatest playoff player ever in history. Jordan averaged 30 points a game in the playoffs for his career. As a New York Knick, do you know how many points per game Jalen Brunson is averaging right now?
In the playoffs?
Probably
As a Knick.
around there.
I'm going to say
I'd say 28.
31.
He's averaging 29 points per game. He's averaging 29 points per game in the playoffs as a New York Knick. And all he has done in those playoffs, he's never had a first-round exit while being a Knick. He's made it to 2 second rounds. He's made it to 2 Eastern Conference finals, and now this year he's made it to the finals. He's gotten better and better and better. He also, before that, and I know this doesn't matter for the Knicks, but he also helped the Mavericks go to a Western Conference finals in 2022. Or sorry, 2022. Fellas, Jalen Brunson is the best Knick of all time. He's done more in the playoffs than any of those guys that you can think of. As a matter of fact, he's a more impactful performer than Patrick Ewing has been in the playoffs. And I'm not here to say Patrick Ewing's not great. He is phenomenal. Carmelo, phenomenal. But what Jalen Brunson is doing right now as a 6-foot guard, going out there and scoring, but not only scoring efficiently and showing up when it matters most. They're losing games where he's scoring 41 in the playoffs because the team wasn't good enough around him. Now that team has only gotten better and better and better. Jalen Brunson, it's not a discussion. He's the greatest Knick of all time. And if they win a chip, I don't understand. 3 more games doesn't make the difference to me. 3 more games doesn't make the difference to me.
It has to.
It doesn't, though.
But here's why it has to.
It doesn't. He's already
Because
better.
He's statistically, there is not a way, there's not an accolade that Brunson has that Patrick Ewing does not.
Sure.
There are several accolades that Ewing has that Brunson does not and cannot retroactively achieve going back to his rookie season. There is not a statistic that Brunson has that Patrick Ewing does not. So if you are going to say that Brunson is better, there's just no objective data you can point to. Even if you want to point
It's
me
the
to
eye
points.
test.
It
Fair.
is
It's
the eye test.
Fair.
And I'll also throw this in there. Jalen Brunson doesn't have any first-team All-NBAs. I don't know if he has any second team. He probably has. Yeah, he has 3 second teams,
I
right?
believe he has 3.
In the playoffs, do I want him or do I want Kate Cunningham, who just got a first team?
You want?
I want Jalen Brunson, which completely goes against what we said earlier. But I want Jalen Brunson. I want him. I want Jalen Brunson more than I want Anthony Edwards in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I would say Anthony Edwards is a top 10 player, no doubt in our minds.
Yeah.
I want Jalen Brunson more than I would want a prime James Harden, who has MVPs and first-team All-Pros in the playoffs.
That's interesting.
Because I think Jalen Brunson is a better basketball player.
Hold on, okay. Let me try to expose this take a little bit. In the playoffs, if you were to say top 5 playoff performers over the last 6 years, and I would expand the data, Jimmy Butler is clearly a top 5 playoff performer in the last 6 years, if I can expand that. Remember what Jimmy did with those Miami Heat teams, taking them to the NBA Finals, taking them to the Eastern Conference
He's
Finals.
not doing it as consistently
He's not
as
scoring at the
Jalen.
clip that Jalen Brunson
Yeah, he had a
scoring.
great
Hold on.
couple of
We're
runs.
prisoners of moments. I believe Jimmy Butler had a 50-point game in the playoffs, or maybe a
Yes.
56-point game. Remember, Jimmy Butler took Tyler Hero, took Max Strus, took Duncan Robinson.
It was Bam, Gabe Vincent.
Took a younger Bam, took Gabe Vincent.
Yeah.
Let's remember exactly what Jimmy Butler was doing. And he went to the NBA Finals, and he went to the Western Conference Finals again. I believe he took the Boston Celtics to 7.
He's been to 2 finals,
Right.
with the Heat. Yeah.
But there's not a world where I would try to suggest that like Jimmy Butler was a greater Heat than Alonzo Mourning. Right? There's not a world, even though Jimmy Butler probably averaged more points and had a really impressive playoff run, didn't win a chip. Brunson hasn't won a chip yet. There's not a world where I would try to say that like Jimmy Butler because of what he did without winning a chip, because Brunson hasn't won it yet, is a greater heat than somebody like
But
Zoe.
we don't
Okay,
see Jimmy Butler scoring at the clip that
Yes.
Jalen Brunson
And
is
also,
scoring at.
Remember,
good
Jimmy Butler
example.
was a lockdown defender as well.
Good
was,
example
but
for
it's-
those, right? Good example for that. We're not going to sit here and say at the end of the career that Jimmy Butler was better than Paul George. Who would you rather have in a playoff game?
Jimmy Butler.
Not even close.
Yeah.
Paul George has been top 5 in MVP voting. I don't think Jimmy Butler's ever finished top 5 in
not.
MVP voting. Paul George has been first team All NBA, first team defense. I don't think Jimmy Butler's ever been that. But I would take Jimmy Butler as a defender come playoff time.
Of course.
I would take Jimmy Butler as a scorer in some situations come playoff time. I think it's tough to quantify because we do look, if it's all about the playoffs, let's make it all about the playoffs. That's what we told everybody. It's all about the play. It's all about the playoffs. I'm just saying. Jalen Brunson and what he has done as a playoff performer, it matters to me. It does. The fact that he averaged 26 in the regular season and couldn't get a first team instead of averaging the 30 that would have maybe got him that first team, that doesn't matter as much as showing up and averaging 29 a game in the damn playoffs. He's a playoff riser. I want the guy that's a playoff riser, and he'll be remembered as a playoff riser. You think in 25, 30 years are going to be remembered, oh, well, Cade Cunningham had that great season leading the Pistons to a 1 seed. No, you're going to remember Brunson going off in the playoffs and going crazy and leading the Knicks to a championship.
I'm disappointed in you, Karen.
Okay.
I'm disappointed in you because I thought you and I had an understanding, a firm stance on not subscribing to this ring culture bullshit.
It's not about
that
the rings.
These old heads like to force down our freaking.
I don't like
balls.
ring culture. I don't. This isn't about ring culture, though.
So then
this is
how
about
can you
showing up when it
discredit-
matters most.
Which I understand.
Okay.
But to discredit somebody scoring 20+ thousand points and leading the franchise in that,
yes.
leading the franchise in rebounds,
Yes.
leading the franchise in blocks, leading the franchise in steals, games, and minutes played.
Yes.
Did he
And if
lead them to a
Jalen Brunson-
championship?
Why does that matter so much more than 17 or however many years
I don't
Pat
care.
played
Look,
in a Knicks? One championship just wipes away 17 years
That
of
matters.
legacy.
What will the Knicks fans say? That's the thing. Them Knicks fans are
Okay,
gonna
so
love
fans
Jalen.
right now.
So
hold
now
on.
we're giving credence to Knicks fans like they're not the most the same Knicks fans that were just chanting this year, fuck Trae Young, and he didn't play for the Hawks.
Absolutely.
Hey.
Those Knicks
It's
fans,
always gonna
come
be fuck
on,
Trae Young.
man.
If-
Mo NYC, go take a seat.
They gonna forever love Jalen Brunson if they win this championship.
They are.
And
They
they,
will.
they
They
forever
are.
love Patrick Ewing.
If Jalen
but it's gonna be
Brunson-
a different type of love.
It's a completely
Yeah,
different type of
yeah,
love.
yeah.
He's
I do
doing it
agree
with
with
more
that.
aura. Sorry. He is. In the 90s era, who was out there
But that's the problem.
with two wristbands on
We're
the
so
I wanna be
blinded
Patrick
by,
Ewing
we're
with my
so
broad ass
blinded by
shoulders.
aura that like we're allowing
Nobody.
aura to distort talent. It's just not fair.
Jalen Brunson's not talented?
not as talented as Patrick Ewing.
You're, bro.
Objectively speaking,
Now that I disagree
Objectively
with.
speaking, he's 6 foot
That I
and
disagree
not
with.
hyper
But no,
athletic.
When you said
He's
that the
far
first
more
time,
talented.
I thought, he just
no,
word
no.
vomited.
To me,
you
like
actually mean that?
If Shady were sitting here, and TJ can attest to this, in the NFL, in the NBA, in any major league, you have to do it. You write a book, being a bestseller, you have to do it.
Yep.
So Patrick Ewing, that first team All NBA, in an era of the Jordans, in an era of the David Robinsons, in an era of the
Hakeem
Elijah ones, in the era of the Birds and the Magics, like Barclays.
Now,
That mattered. Like,
I will
he
say
did
this
that.
though.
Six-time team All NBA.
I will
he
say
did
this.
that.
Today's game is hard to make All NBA because
Positionless.
it's positionless.
No, I
Back
would argue it's harder to make back then in the 90s. It's harder to make first team All NBA as a big in the era of bigs.
Because
but
it
it
wasn't
big.
position.
Correct.
But it was
Yeah.
only
It was Hakeem Olajuwon and
it
David
was
Robinson
only one
that he
other
beat
big
up.
that was scoring like that, and it was Hakeem Olajuwon. David Robinson could score, but he wasn't scoring like Hakeem Olajuwon.
No, but he would give you a 20-20 game.
Yeah, he was
No,
more.
the Admiral was a bucket.
The Admiral wasn't the guy that I'm gonna just give the ball to you in the post and you're gonna score how Hakeem Olajuwon and Patrick Ewing did back in the early '90s. No.
Okay.
He was super athletic. Would he go get a bucket? Yeah. But it
yeah.
wasn't, we gonna give me the ball.
We're not running the offense through
We
through
not
David
running.
Robinson.
No.
Fair. Fair.
Here's the thing. When did Ewing get his first team? He got it in 1990. Like
90,
90, bruh. That's still on the heels of the Bad Boys Pistons,
Yeah.
the Boston Celtics,
Perimeter-based team.
the Lakers.
Yeah, you had Kevin McHale.
You know what I mean? Like that's
they were old,
correct, but that's still on the heels of that.
Yeah, yeah.
So like to me, the reason I'm disagreeing with y'all is at the end of the day, when you get these accolades in professional sports, you have to do it.
Yeah.
So it's cute to say Brunson's better than Ewing. But those 6 second-team All-NBAs that Ewing has, along with the first-team All-NBA that Ewing has, along with the Rookie of the Year that Ewing has, along with the 3 All-Defensive teams, bro, he had to do that.
In 10
He had to earn
days,
that.
in 10 days, if Jalen Brunson does it, your opinion changes?
Greatest does, best does not.
No, and I do agree
Because
with
like,
that.
think about this.
don't.
Think about this.
I don't
Prior to the Eagles winning their second Super Bowl, to me, Nick Foles was the greatest Eagles quarterback of all time.
Mm-hmm.
He was the greatest. He brought them a chip. Prior to that Super Bowl, though, you would still go. Cunningham was probably the best. McNabb was probably the best. Mike Vick maybe have been the best, but the greatest was Foles. He won a championship. Now you got to say that Jalen Hurts is the greatest Eagles quarterback of all time because of sustained success. But best and greatest are different. If Brunson wins the championship, TJ, you are right. He is the greatest. But it is so offensive for y'all to overlook Ewing's accolades.
you're saying this because he has one first-team All-NBA. One.
In 6 seconds.
One. 6 seconds is awesome. Yes, Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson has been
second place finish in
Jalen
the
Brunson
finals,
has
too.
been the star of his team for how many years?
Every
Knicks
year
team,
since-
4
the Knicks,
seasons.
yeah,
Since he been with
It's
the
his
Knicks.
4th season as the star of his team. He has 3 seconds. He's going to be able to catch that. He's already on track to catch that. He's an unbelievable player. He's no doubt.
is.
And,
He's
and,
gonna
and the NBA,
pass
hold on.
that.
And the NBA has said that he's a top 10 player
He never
the
gonna be
past
one.
the past 3 years.
But he has to catch that.
Listen,
He's gonna pass that.
Hold on.
Listen.
Kieran is speaking 4 more All-NBA second or first teams into existence.
He's not like with
Listen.
SGA and Anthony Edwards. I don't
want
believe
you-
he'll get a first.
Go ahead, finish.
Look, I want you to
sir,
listen.
finish,
to me.
sir.
I don't think Anthony Edwards is going to get it first. But SGA averaging an efficient 30.50% from the field.
Yeah.
Luka Doncic averaging multiple seasons with over 32 points and 8 or 9 assists and rebounds. Giannis in his prime. These are the guys. All MVP caliber, all world like ridiculous players. He had to be better than Hakeem Olajuwon and David Robinson in one season. A 24-year-old David Robinson and a 26, 27-year-old Hakeem Olajuwon for one season. And that's the difference. You're obviously he's not Shea. I think you would argue he's not Luka. But like,
So here's my question then. So Brunson, for one season, you can't be better than 5 other players. Just one season. If you want to play that game, let me play it back at you.
Yeah, I think
for
he
one
was-
season,
hold on,
you
hold
can't be better than Shea. For one season, you can't be better than Cade.
it was
for one season.
It was a toss-up in 24 whether it was him or Jason Tatum. It was a toss-up. But Jason Tatum's team had a way better record. So yes, Jason Tatum also had a better team around him. But Jason Tatum and Jalen Brunson were kind of right there for first team
To me,
All-NBA
it's
in
just
24.
I'll settle it like this. I know we got to move. Kieran, you've accomplished a lot at age 27. I can't say that some kid on a YouTube show right now with 20 people watching is better than you. Because he hasn't done it.
He doesn't have 20 people watching,
can't-
though.
I'm just saying you have accolades, Kieran. You've moved here, you've done this show. I can't disregard what you've accomplished because I feel like somebody's more talented. I can't disregard what you've accomplished because of feelings. What Patrick Ewing has accomplished is just more right now.
Hey, but this, right, TJ? It's this. It's this. It's this.
The eye test.
It's the eye
see
test.
it,
sure,
I
bruh.
see that he's better.
But then here's what we have to do. We also have to acknowledge that we weren't all watching Patrick Ewing like we're watching Brunson. I'm not mad at the eye test, but it's not like we were all watching in 1990. I don't think you were.
I was
you
on
weren't
my
born
daddy's
yet,
balls, man.
right? So it would just be unfair for us to sit here like, bro, but I'm watching Brunson. Sure, but then let's be honest. All
But
the
we know
Ewing
he
thing
didn't
we
win.
know
We
is
know
Ewing
he
getting
didn't win a
dunked on.
championship. That's what we do know.
That's fair.
That's it.
Let's get to some super chats, G.
Let's do it. R. Stone kicking us off said, welcome back. I need to be caught up. 1, if Trey gets a contract, will his picture be added to the thumbnails? That's a good question. I love that y'all advocate for me so heavily, especially because somebody in the chat was like, Trey's the least liked person on the show and trying to hold out like he's the star. Forget you. Number 2, James Jones said, you can do anything once you're just lucky. Does this apply to the Thunder? Hashtag accountability. Stone, that was a hell of a super chat. I appreciate that. Acho, am I going to get on the thumbnails? I'm the one that makes the damn things. If I want to put myself on the thumbnail, Acho's not going to stop me. That's for damn sure. That's to be decided.
We'll
Big
see.
Blue Reborn said, hey, yo, first off, Acho, you made some money yesterday, huh? PrizePicks. Yesterday was my birthday. Knicks won that game. Brunson Burner wins. He will be the best Knick ever. Convo over. R. Stone also said, remember in Ewing's day, there was only 2 All-NBA teams, not 3. Also, everybody's jumped the gun on the Thunder, too. Can Brunson finish the job first? Please. That's what I try to tell these guys, R. Stone. I try to tell them all this. Let's not be prisoners of the moment. Let's try to shelf our recency bias and be the objective analyst that we're supposed to be. Clearly, that has evaded them on our last show of the week. Central Cast said, I just wanted to bring up Acho's post on IG, and that is, I think that post was a major reach. You took it as offensive when all he did was talk about how she dressed like a cowgirl on her land. I must have missed the story. I've been busy.
So
I had a busy day.
I'm going to set the scene because I'm actually curious, and y'all in the chat, I need y'all to weigh in.
Yeah, let us know.
Sloane Stephens, black tennis player. She is currently at, I believe it's the French Open, acting as a sports
Roland
analyst.
Garros.
And the host, white man Adam Lefkoe, I believe that's his name, he was saying that Sloane Stephens looks like she needs to go tend to her crops, looks like she just left the ranch, needing to tend to her crops. I found that wildly offensive, regardless of the race and ethnicity of Adam Lefkoe's wife. I think it was wildly ignorant. Sloane Stephens was wearing a hat, and so he said that she looked like she needed to be tending to her crops. Do we have the video?
Yeah, we have a clip. I couldn't
said
find
that
one
on
without
TV?
this dude in it, but here you go. Sorry.
Oh, Sloane Stephens, y'all. Great to see you get off the ranch. I know the crops need attending. You are ready to go. Adam,
Wow.
He got a black wife or something?
Yeah,
Man, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about his black wife, respectfully. Telling somebody, this reminds me of Russell Westbrook is out of his cotton picking mind.
Oh,
Bro, read
my
the
God.
fucking room, bro, please. Tend to her crops. Happy to see you off the ranch. Have you no couth? Have you no scruples, brother? Like, what are we doing? Telling a young black woman she looks like she's just tended to her crops, knowing the historical, man, come on, bro. That is insane. Absolutely insane.
I agree.
Absent of
He has
presence. Yes, absolutely.
He has to
yeah.
be reprimanded in some form or fashion.
People try to say I was reaching, right?
That's so
I don't think it's a reach at all.
So
That's not
inappropriate.
I think that what Adam Lefkoe did to Sloane Stephens is not just wildly ignorant and also offensive. I think it's one of those microaggressions. I think it's one of those situations where it's like, based upon Sloane Stephens wearing a hat, you want to suggest it looks like she should be tending to her crops. For me, very simply put, like, do we understand the historical connotation of black people tending to crops? And a white man saying that this black woman looks like she should be tending to her crops because of the attire that she is wearing, knowing that historically attire of an individual tending to crops isn't like an attire that they would have chosen because they would have been slaves. So to me, I don't care about Adam Lefkoe having a black wife. I think he has a Nigerian wife. I don't care about that. I think that was a wildly ignorant statement that a black dude isn't making
Do
to
you
a
think
black
he
woman.
felt comfortable saying that because his wife is black?
Man,
When did this happen?
I think today.
This morning? Earlier
I think
today?
earlier today.
Has he responded? Because I'm sure there's been some backlash.
Within 3 minutes later, he said, Sloane, you want to get me back? You want to make a joke and get me back?
so he knew.
Yeah.
So he knew he was out of pocket. So everybody
You want
that's
to
at
get
home,
me back is crazy.
come on. So everybody that's saying it's a reach and out of pocket, he wouldn't have said that if he didn't actually feel that. You know what? And Karen, I apologize. You're not gonna like this.
What?
When you know you've messed up, people will tell you that they've messed up. On Drake's Iceman album, he said, "Don't come back around when the score is back to 10-0." Which lets us know inherently he knows he lost. He knows the score was not 10-0 at some point, or it was 10-0 in the other person's
And you know they
favor.
coming back
So for you
around,
to
though.
say, so for you to say, do you want to get me back? Lets me know that you were trying to get her the first time. So black wife, black kids, black cousin, outside of you having a black parent, I don't want to hear any of that. That's absolutely unacceptable. And again, he needs to face some sort of repercussion. The severity, I
it's
would need to think a little bit
inappropriate
longer.
for sure. That's
but
inappropriate to say.
He needs
She
some
probably
sort of
didn't even know
repercussion.
how to react.
You saw the awkward laugh.
She was like,
It was like, did he just say that?
Yeah.
yeah.
There has to be some type of consequences because
Absolutely.
of that. For sure.
We're going to hear an apology.
But
from
see,
him.
the other thing for me, and this is what in the chat, y'all let us know inappropriate, out of line, not. Trey, drop a poll, please, sir.
Bet.
The other thing that TJ hit the nail on the head of is oftentimes black people are put in those situations where like you can't react how you want to react
At
because
all.
now you become
The angry
who
black
they
woman.
think
Black
you become.
person.
Angry black
If
woman.
Sloane Stevens
now the
checks,
show gets really awkward and
Like,
like,
what did I do?
everyone's
Why
like,
are
oh
you
my
so
God.
angry?
Yes.
Like, what happened?
if Sloane Stevens checks him in that moment, now all of a sudden Sloane Stevens is the angry black woman. Now all of a sudden, Sloane, it was just a joke. I mean, now all of a sudden, like, Sloane, why are you acting so
Gaslighting.
serious? Sloane, like,
Wow.
Sloane, I was just kidding. It's because you're wearing a hat. But like, also, if that was a man, or actually make it a white woman, would you have said that she looks like she had just come back from tending to her crops? Because what crops would said a white woman have been tending to?
Narrow one. Not narrow one. They didn't do that.
That's
So-
the point.
so-
like the joke is based in slavery. It's
rooted,
just
yep.
not. It's just not funny.
But again, if he didn't have a black wife, I don't believe he would have made that statement. I think he felt like he could.
Do you
But
think
see,
that
TJ, I can't excuse that. That makes it
No,
even
it's
worse.
not. It's not an
no,
excuse.
yeah, not
but for
excusing it.
sure, I'm sure.
But I can't even give him that much because having a black wife, you should realize and be accustomed
His
to.
reasoning
and
would be, why would I be racist? And that's who I go to bed with. That's who I sleep with every night. Like, no malice, no intent at all when I made that. If that's what his
But
response
see,
would be.
let me now own up what so many people say about me. Right? If Lefko's wife is Nigerian, can you fact check that? If she's Nigerian, the triggers of Nigerians and the triggers of Americans are different triggers.
Very different. Yeah.
Saying that a Nigerian looks like they were tending the crops, we weren't slaves. Especially if his wife is first generation American. Like there's
Yes.
she may have come from Lagos. You know what I mean? Like so like there aren't like she's not necessarily there's not the same trigger point because it doesn't hit the same.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
I agree.
know the village my parents are from. I visited the village my parents are from just about annually. And so to me, him having a Nigerian wife is actually different.
It's not
than
going to be
him-
received the same as
Correct.
Yeah,
'cause if he said this to his Nigerian wife, T, there is no pain point. So it is a ha-ha and a kiki because his Nigerian wife, there isn't a historical connotation of
There's
her
a-
tending to crops in a field. She might have been tending to a village. I think he has his wife is Yoruba, not to be Igbo, so they don't even necessarily, they don't come from the East or village land. But this with his Nigerian wife is different than this with his black American wife. So even him having a black by skin color wife is different because this was a culturally offensive joke, not a color-based offensive joke.
Yeah,
Kieran,
yeah,
you have
yeah.
stuff to say.
I mean, yeah, no, obviously his wife being Nigerian, I think that also results in a lot of lack of presence. I met Adam Lefko. I've talked to him a couple of times. Chill dude for the most part. I don't think the intent was to be as malicious as I think it comes across. And I think he's actually going to be very, very, forgiving, or not forgiving, very, very apologetic whenever he gets
If
called
he
out
gets
for that.
cooked.
Yeah, I mean, he should get cooked for that, though.
If he
It's a
gets
crazy
cooked.
thing to say. Yeah. So I think it's a tough situation.
Does he owe her an apology?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's a situation
He
that, I mean,
probably
you
already
can tell.
apologized.
Yeah, he's probably already apologized. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's clearly something that made her feel uncomfortable. You could see it on whenever she's. And that wasn't like, oh, I just got cooked, I just got roasted. Because, I mean, jokes are supposed to be in somewhat personal. But that, taking it to that extent, you just gotta, there has to be some sort of filter, though, when you're, like, talking to a black woman and you're saying, oh, well, yeah, I know you had to tend the crop. Bro, come on, bro. Like that just.
But also, like, you're the host. If you're
Yeah.
finna introduce me.
Yeah.
Don't start on no weird, awkward, like, okay, you're the one. Also, let's be real, bro. Can we be real? Tennis has so many racially insensitive
A lot of microaggressions,
microaggressions already in there. There's a reason why 2 weeks ago Naomi Osaka had like a a dinner just for the black women tennis athletes. There have been microaggressions since Serena Williams being too loud, too angry. Remember the cartoon with Serena Williams?
Yeah.
Black woman slamming her racket.
Yeah.
Microaggressions with Naomi Osaka. There's all sorts
Francis
of...
Tiafoe just got into someone earlier during the tournament.
Not hard,
it's just,
bro.
Yes.
Yeah, you're not hard, but yeah.
Taylor Townsend, microaggressions
Taylor
with her
Townsend,
just 6 months ago. So the sport already
Coco
carries
Gauff
enough.
about her. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah.
Bruh, like, at least read the room. To
Yeah.
me, Lefko, like, read the...
No,
read
I
the-
agree. I
Because
think
you
it's-
have a black wife.
Yeah.
Like, I just can't gloss over that. Because you have a black wife, regardless of her being African or a foundational black American or however you want to differentiate, she is still black. And I guarantee you she has black American friends that are associated with him. They have dinner parties. They have sleepovers if they have children. I'm sure, like, whatever the case is, because you have a black wife, you just cannot afford to be that ignorant when it comes to microaggressions, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Yeah. How we get cooked?
Yep. Well, moving forward, we got to keep the show pushing. Speaking of those NBA Finals, President Donald Trump will attend the New York Knicks San Antonio Spurs Game 3 of the NBA Finals at Madison Square Garden. It's a beautiful garden, not a real garden, though. My garden's better. We're having a UFC fight on my garden. Fellas, President attending Game 3 of the NBA Finals, the first finals game in New York in about 27 years. Do you guys love or hate the fact that Donald Trump is going to be attending the NBA Finals?
What you say, T?
I'm indifferent to it. Like, he's a fan of sports. If you want to go to the game, go to the game. Very indifferent. Like, he likes sports. And so I would hate to be a fan that's sitting anywhere near him because security going to be tight. I went to, and wasn't the president, obviously, but I went to when the Lakers played the Boston Celtics when Lake Commissioner
David Stern.
David Stern was living, right? And I'm literally sitting right in front of him. And he got his little security and all around him, sitting on the aisle. And I just turn around and be like, bro, these refs is cheating us. And we got sued, but like, he knew who I was. Because when I turned around, they like tried to stop me.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, it's fine. Started bringing me snacks and everything. So I can imagine the security is going to be tight, but he's a sports fan. If you want to go to the game, I have no problem with it. Like, now, how is it going to, we know he's cheering for the Knicks. I'm assuming he's a friend of James Dllon that probably invited. He'd probably be in a suite. I don't even know if you think he'll sit in the crowd.
No, hell no, I can't.
That Stern was in the crowd.
Yeah, but Trump can't secret service.
Yeah.
They got to vet the box. They got to run the whole stadium.
Yeah.
They got to check angles.
Every single person will be checked by Secret Service. It was the same way at the Super Bowl 2 years ago in New Orleans.
Secret Service.
It's going to be a nightmare getting into the stadium, though, for everybody there. So,
It already is, though, huh?
yeah, it already is MSG.
To me, I hate it only because it's like, one, Trump, you got other stuff to worry about. You got bigger fish to fry right now. But I also hate it because when you show up now, Trump, because you are the most popular man in the world, now it becomes about you. And to your point, like, the experience for every fan in the stadium now has to change because the president is there. If y'all have ever been to any event, period, with a president, like you said, Kieran, security is different. Security's tighter. Boxes is different. Boxes are tighter. The fan experience is different because that's going to be tighter. Bro, Madison Square finna be lit. But I don't remember Trump like Spike Lee always being there. I don't remember Trump like Tracy Morgan always being a Knicks fan. To me, it's almost like, he
hopping on the bandwagon. Yes, for sure. And the fact that they just let a fan run onto the court and get that close to Wemby and nobody stopped them, they're going to be on high alert anyway.
Correct.
So it's going to be super alert now with the president there. Like, y'all really let a fan run from his seat all the way and get that close to Wemby.
Yeah.
And nobody stopped him. So now with the president, it's going to
But
be
the other thing, T, is like,
tenfold.
if you know you're a distraction, and if you know that you come with danger, don't bring that danger around other people. Remember, it was a White House Correspondents' Dinner. There was an attempted, shooting on the president. President, got shot during, while running for all this. So now you finna come to a jam-packed game knowing good and well there have already been at least 2 attempts on your life. 3, Rome? Yeah. There have been
But
3
he wants
attempts
that,
on your
though.
life.
He wants that. He wants that. He was on a reality TV show. He wants that attention.
That's the language he speaks.
He's
He
also
wants that.
He's
I
also
just-
bro. We are what's today? We are I believe 9 days away from Donald Trump having a UFC fight on the White House lawn. If there's any president or world leader of any nation that does not give a fuck more, please point them out to me. He does not care that you might get blown up. He does not care that you might get shot. He does not care. He's the president of the United States, and he's going to watch the Knicks. Yeah, like, bro, this is just what Donald Trump does. We're in war right now, and we're talking about him going to Game 3 of the NBA Finals. This is the first time the Knicks have been here in 20-something years. He's a Knicks fan. He wants to go see the Knicks. He's a UFC fan. He wants people to fight for him on the lawn of the White House. I don't know. It doesn't surprise me at all what he does moving forward. He does not care. And he hasn't cared for a very long time about
to
what
fill
people
up the gas tank, like $1.89 now.
Yeah.
Bruh.
$7 for a gallon.
Bruh.
Tough shit.
Trey, what you make of it, bro? I know you're a hoop head.
I love it. Trump wants to go to the game. He deserves it. He works hard as our president. He's a great man. He leads this country
Trey,
well.
get to the answer.
Is a red dot on your forehead right now? What's happening?
I can't be patriotic. I can't support our president going to the finals. I think it's great.
The president going to the finals?
Everybody needs a break.
I'm very much with TJ. I'm very indifferent towards it.
Acho just gave us a week off from work. We do way less strenuous shit than Donald Trump does.
Only reason I'm not indifferent truly is it just changes the experience. The Knicks have been waiting for this forever.
I think the fans still gonna be
Right,
rowdy.
the fans don't give a crap.
They gonna act how they act.
They're there for the
fans
Knicks.
aren't- Not
When he
one
comes on
fan
the
is
screen-
gonna change how they act.
Actually,
Not
no,
one.
the tickets are expensive. They might cheer. But yeah, like, I don't know, New York. So half of them are going to boo his ass. Half of them are going to cheer. It'll be something, but it's a big event. He's at the Super Bowl.
Most of them are going to cheer. People, socialist trade is crazy.
I don't know if most people are going to
The
cheer.
people that can afford.
Do
All
they-
right,
do
I
they
don't want to
get
get
into
into
it?
the
Most people have to
sociology.
cheer.
You can bet if they gonna boo or cheer. You probably can bet on all
Well,
that.
actually,
crazy
I don't
stuff.
know.
I don't know.
The people that are attending Game 3 of an NBA Finals.
I don't know that they're gonna cheer. UFC audience and basketball audience, very different.
True. However, you're talking about a Madison Square Garden NBA Finals Game 3 audience. That requires a level of pockets that typically is most.
You talking about New
Nah,
York?
but
though,
it's
bro.
Typically, I
Hold on.
understand.
New
I
York
understand.
pockets politics is different than other places pockets politics. Though.
That's fair.
You
That's
got
fair.
deep pockets in Texas. I know you're cheering.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got
Loudest.
deep pockets in New York. You might not. Yeah. You might be.
I don't think it's gonna be a
tackled by Secret
50-50
Service. I
split,
don't know.
I don't think it's gonna be a 50-50 split. But in all
I think it'll
seriousness,
be pretty 50-50.
my
I'm
take
not
seemed
gonna lie.
facetious, but it actually wasn't. Like I truly do not care about Trump being there. I think it doesn't hurt or it doesn't help the game. If he wants to go, he
I think it
feels
helps.
like he needs a break. He wants to be. Didn't he attend the Super Bowl?
He did 2
I
years
disagree.
ago.
Yeah, he attended the Super
I
Bowl.
disagree.
Like no issue with that.
Let me tell you why it helps.
He's fine. It's fine.
The main political party inside of politics that has been influencing a lot of people that the NBA's been bad. Whether it was comments about China, everyone hated LeBron James, the bubble, they're doing all this bull crap with COVID, yada yada, whatever it was. It's been right wing side of politics, telling everybody that the NBA is a piss poor league that nobody needs to be watching and this and this and that. I think the leader of that side of the political spectrum showing up for an NBA Finals game makes it even bigger of a spectacle. It has all the people that don't think for themselves and follow them blindly. You know what? I might cut on the NBA today.
Yeah.
They might actually watch. So I do think it's good for the. I think it's good for the fight. I'm just being honest.
Sure.
Well, that's actually a good take because
yeah.
to Kieran's point, a lot of the blind hatred of the NBA was in regards to China and in regards to
There's a lot of
Black
people that
Lives
don't like
Matter
them.
on the court. And
Them
the
wearing
social
BLM shirts and
justice,
whatnot. Yeah.
BLM shirts, and a lot of people don't watch the NBA because they've made it too political.
progressive.
Yeah, exactly.
So at the point at which the leader of politics is supporting the NBA,
I think that's a good thing for the league
net
to actually
positive,
have.
yeah.
Yeah, because let's be honest, the league has fallen off in popularity since the 90s. But that's when everybody, regardless of political affiliation, was watching it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they need that viewership back. That right-wing side of viewership, they need it back.
And it's loyal viewership. I tell you that
It's
much.
very loyal viewership.
Let's get some super chats, G.
Well,
What's wrong?
before we get to super chats,
Oh, wow.
Mo NYC is trying to convince us and the chat that he's going to be in Madison Square Garden.
There's not a chance.
Not a
If
chance.
you don't got money
NYC.
for super chats, you sure as hell ain't
He
got
couldn't
the
even drop a
$6,000.
$5
Hey, all
Come
they
on,
gotta
Mo.
do is take a picture and send it to you.
Nah, not AI either. Don't ask Central Cast.
Well, here's the thing, Mo. You're going to be outside of Madison Square Garden
absolutely.
during the watch party that they just reopened.
Correct.
Don't act like that's inside
That
MSG.
watch party was crazy lit, too.
There's a
I'm not gonna lie.
difference. And it's going to be lit. You're going to have a good time. You're not going to be inside Madison Square
One of my
Garden.
boys, he's a little person. They was literally throwing them like bro, it was crazy. It
A
was
little
wild.
person like.
Like a little person, like
yes.
That's the proper term.
But you can't
for
say the
little
M-word
person. Yeah.
anymore.
Oh,
you don't
but
say
he's
that.
literally one.
No,
A
he's
little-
actually
not like
a
Trey.
little person. Yeah, no, he's in all the side talk video. Not like Trey, but like
That's crazy.
little person. But no,
No grown
literally,
man tossing me anywhere.
I'm talking about. But
Well, some grown men incarcerated said they want to toss you around. Anyway, I am Cold Dog said, is it fair to say that by Kieran's logic, Namath and Manning are the greatest Jet and Giant ever? They were clutch in big games. Again, longevity matters, Kieran.
who's the greatest Giants quarterback of all time?
Would people say Phil Simms?
Phil Simms, great, won the Super Bowl. He was pretty. Actually, he was really solid. But
Yeah, people would probably say
people
Phil
are
Simms,
throwing
right?
Eli in that conversation. Why? Because he had 2 great playoff runs.
Yeah, I wouldn't have a problem if anybody said Eli.
That's
I
what I'm
would
saying.
Would not have a
It
problem
just-
with that.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Troy Aikman's a Hall of Famer because of 3 rings.
3 championships.
And he
yeah.
played well in the playoffs. Sam Darnold has a ring because he didn't turn the ball over in the playoffs. But he's not going to be in. He's not as great as Phillip Rivers.
Is he in Russell Wilson?
Russell Wilson.
Crazy.
Russell
Darnold
Wilson's-
had a better
He has a
playoff
ring
run.
and he's great though.
Yeah, Russ. Yeah, and Russ is great.
Yeah.
I am Cold Dog also said, would he have asked that same question to a white woman in the same attire? Acho, it was not a reach. In agreement there. JBX 1310 said, you get paid $100 million to fight and you take it. Who would you be most fearful to fight? Francis Ngannou in a MMA match, Mike Tyson in his prime in a boxing match, Brock Lesnar in a real wrestling match, not WWE wrestling.
Oh my.
For how much money?
$100 million.
Shit, I'll fight all 3 of them.
Ouch. For $100 million, I would too. But
For $100 million? Shit.
who are
I'm
you most
fighting all
scared to
3
get
of 'em.
destroyed by? Is essentially the
We're
question.
correct, yeah.
Brock Lesnar is the
probably
least
Tyson.
though, because in wrestling, like, yes, I can get suplexed, but you're not going to separate me from consciousness. Like, I'm just going to get pinned or tech fogged.
That's how I feel about
Oh.
MMA too.
No.
I'm going to personally like try to grapple with you. Oh, single leg takedown on Trey, and then I'm gonna tap out and submit. Mike Tyson is going to come and try to knock
Time out.
your head off
Time
its
out.
shoulders.
Time out.
They all are.
Time out. Francis Ngannou is not going to try to submit you, brother.
Yeah, he's gonna try to knock
He
you.
You trying to
knock
grapple
your
him?
head
That's
off
true.
You trying to
the
grapple him?
shoulders.
You were eating Cameroonian loaves of bread. Bah,
Actually, right.
bah. And
Who are the
after-
3?
And I'm telling you,
Ngannou, Tyson, or Lesnar.
Oh Jesus.
and I'm telling you, after one, you're gonna be out. This is why I say Ngannou would
Are
scare
you
me more.
boxing Lesnar or is it UFC?
Wrestling. It's
No,
wrestling.
it's just straight wrestling.
It's just
Lesnar
wrestling. Not
doesn't make sense.
WWE, but it's
Lesnar probably
He's throwing you through the wall.
I wouldn't be scared of Lesnar though.
Yeah, Lesnar's the one you
Lesnar,
want
he
to take.
can't. Yeah, Lesnar's the one that you
Correct.
want to take.
He will
absolutely.
inflict the least amount of pain.
Yeah,
Shit.
but
He's
Tyson-
ground to pound your ass. That's a lot.
Tyson, you just gotta hope he doesn't put you out cold immediately. But if he does like drop you. Also, the thing with Tyson is in a boxing match, I could do. Oh, he hurt me.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
down,
yeah,
and I
yeah.
don't have to get back up.
Yeah.
Cool. Ngannou,
You got
Dog.
it. He's punching
he's-
you to
he
your
gonna
but
drop
it's not
you
even
and
that
hammer fist.
he's separating you from consciousness,
You're
and
right.
then
You're
he's
gonna
But
give
he's
you a
hitting you
couple
two
more.
more
100 M's?
just for good measure.
Shit,
Yeah.
we going all
Super
3.
necessary. Like I don't
All
want
three is
any part.
crazy.
I've been punched by Francis Ngannou before with a pad on. I don't want that again. That was horrible. Genuinely terrifying. And I'm not small. He sent me flying, brother.
Yeah.
With like a 70% punch to the chest, bro. Yeah. That dude's strong.
That's crazy. Central Cast also said the way, referring to Lefko, said the way he said it, you can twist it to be offensive to any ethnicity. If he said it to an Irish redheaded man, you can twist that and say he's talking about potatoes or an Asian person in a rice field. Yeah. Dom78 said, Acho, how about them softball horns back to back? Light that
Hook 'em
tower
horns,
up.
baby.
Carebear looking like one of my homies that just came home from rehab, healthy and freshly faded.
That is actually that's good.
That is
That's
good.
a
Yeah,
that's a good.
he's rehabilitating
You do.
from his
Why?
binge food eating
You
disorder.
looked unhealthy. Like you look like
I did
grease
look
just
unhealthy, yeah.
came out your pores, like olive oil
Okay.
and just
Grease
bacon
coming out
That
the
wasn't
pores
fat.
is
sweat. I
crazy.
thought that was sweat.
Oh wow.
That was
I get
chicken grease.
disrespectful here.
That's crazy.
This is wild.
Top Shot has said, Acho, respectfully, your take is wild. I'm a diehard Knicks fan. Could you imagine Brunson or any of these current star players in a pre-2001 era where you're not allowed to play zone? Also goes on to say, I'm here with my homegirls, and they said Carebear looked more trustworthy before the haircut. They said he
true.
looked like a grown newborn.
He said,
is funny.
wait, before the haircut, I look like a grown newborn?
Yeah, now they
That's
swear
funny.
he definitely cheats on girls with that new cut.
That's
That's crazy. He went
the
from
haircut don't change who
give me
you
a
are.
hug
Yeah.
to what's the meme? He went from can I get a hug to what is it?
I went from Stephen Urkel to Stefan Urkel. That's what that's what I feel like I went from.
That's fair. Two more. We gotta keep the show moving. Dom says Trump calls y'all up to be in his suite. Are y'all going? Hard pass for me. Acho?
Calls me
now I'm
up to
not
be
going
in
to
his
that.
suite? Nah, I'm not.
No, I ain't going.
Cool.
Yeah, booty shaking is crazy. You don't do no booty shaking for a grown man. It's kind of a lot.
Booty shaking. Why
We say that in the South. Like you doing
Oh.
like you would be up there just
Like
to be in
licking
the
boots.
yeah, like licking boots.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
you
got
would
it,
be
got
up there just to
Kiss ass.
Yeah,
to kiss ass. Exactly. I was gonna say something else, but there's another. I don't want to say that on here.
Correct. Yeah. Okay. Last one. James Mitchell, 2106 said, "Hey y'all, I just started watching. Y'all keep up the great work. I got Knicks in 5." James, welcome. Appreciate you.
It was beat it chick, by the way. That was the thing. He was like, "Can I get a hug to beat it chick?" Like,
Oh yeah. That's what it was. Thank you. I couldn't remember. Yeah.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah.
Oh, look. What? We got to keep the show
Gotta keep it
pushing.
moving.
It's time we talk about some NFL. The Packers have now extended 2 wide receivers this offseason. Jaden Reed got a 3-year, $50 million deal, and Christian Watson got shown that money. 4 years, $110 million. That included a $31 million signing bonus, fellas. I mean, he is getting absolutely paid. Also, the most overpaid player in NFL history is what ML Football is saying. Christian Watson just received a contract over $110 million, $27.6 million per year. No Pro Bowls, no All Pros, 0 seasons with 620 yards, 0 seasons with over 7 touchdowns, or 0 seasons of over 41 receptions. Insane. That's what ML Football is saying. Fellas, do you like this signing for this amount? And also, do you like the Packers wide receiver room moving forward?
T, you the wide out. Talk to me.
What is potential?
High, but
No, potential
unreached.
is we just haven't done it yet.
yeah.
They're paying him on, bro, his best year is 611 yards. So all this tells me is my boy Mike Wilson in Arizona about to get broke off. That's what this tells me is Michael Wilson should and will be broke off if this is what Christian Watson is getting. Michael Wilson just had over 1,000 yards in his second season. Christian Watson has a ton of potential. He's hurt a lot. And he's yet to reach that potential. And so the Green Bay Packers are betting on that. But we kind of had this discussion yesterday. If I draft Matthew Golden in the first round, why on earth would I pay 2 receivers this type of money in offseason? And Matthew Golden is going into his second year. In his rookie year, we barely utilized him. And so I don't know what the Packers are doing, but I'm happy for all these players that get this type of money, though, because now your life is forever changed. But on the football field, Christian Watson is big. He's tall. He's quick. He just can't stay healthy. And so your first 4 years, if that has been a problem, things are going to have to drastically change, or the Green Bay Packers have made a bad decision, and now they're going to be in cap hell. But it is kind of odd, though. $110 million.
Correct.
And it's only $31 million guaranteed.
Yeah, I think 41
So
million, yeah.
I don't know. I want to look at it and see what the real guarantees are. Because normally if you sign for $110 million, you're going to get at least
70?
65,
Yeah, yep.
70 guaranteed. So to only have 31 guaranteed is kind of, do they have an out after a year or two if he can't stay healthy? But I'm happy for him, man. Anybody that get this type of money, I'm happy, especially when I know my boy is coming up on an extension from the Cardinals. He going to get this or more.
T, I don't know. Here's what's interesting. To T's point, $31 million signing bonus. But I think that's just his signing. I don't know if we've heard the guarantee yet. I don't know if we know if he's getting 50, getting 60. But
we do know this. If he had a ton of guaranteed money,
we would have known.
His agent would have put it out.
That's a really good point.
Yeah. It's $27.6 million a year, which places him 15th in the league right now.
That's fair.
That's very fair.
Yeah, that's fair. 15th in the league amongst receivers. At 27 years old,
I'm not signing him to more than a 2-year deal. That's my thing.
For sure.
I'm signing him to a 2-year, $42 million deal. Like, Christian Watson hasn't earned the right to sign a $110 million deal. Now, again, $110 million probably grossly inflated, but most yards he's ever had, 620, his third season. Most touchdowns he's ever had, 7, his first season. He's going into his 5th season. If he could stay healthy, he would have by now. Now, when Christian Watson is healthy, really, really, really good receiver. When he's healthy, he's a top 15 wide receiver. Because he's not healthy, he's a top 30 wide receiver. I don't know if Christian Watson's a number 1 because he's never proven to be a number 1. Healthy, though, I like him. He's just never healthy.
It just makes you think, though, like Tucker Kraft, he's coming off an injury.
Yep.
They paid him. Wait, he was drafted. No, they hadn't paid him yet.
Yeah.
Coming off an injury. Christian Watson can't stay healthy. Jaden Reed was a little banged up last year. But why are we drafting Matt Golden in the first round if we aren't giving him an opportunity to be that guy? Because the guy going to be Christian Watson now. We're going to design plays to get him the ball because we're paying him all this money. But that's normally what you do with your first round pick. We want to feature him. We want him to kind of lead the way. But maybe this will just be what the Packers, have always done. It will be a receiver by committee, and the committee, they just getting paid now. That's all.
Oh, apparently the deal includes $31 million in fully guaranteed money. So I think that's what they said about the signing. So, yeah, it's not guaranteed. He's behind guys like Carnell. He's 26th in terms of guaranteed money amongst wide receivers in the league. Behind Carnell Tate, Jordan Tyson, Romeo Doubs, Calvin Ridley, Travis Hunter, even like a lot of rookie contracts that he's behind.
Wan'Dale Robinson got that money like that?
I don't know. And guaranteed, I guess.
How do you feel now, though, about the Packers receiver room? Jaden Reed, Matthew Golden, Sky Moore, Christian Watson, and then 2 other lesser-known players. Is that a good enough room to go to battle with to be able to win games?
If Matt Golden can play to where he was drafted, yeah, it is. Because
should Matt Golden have been drafted where he was drafted? That's the more important
question.
Okay.
He was. When you run that type of 40, and it's crazy because I know a ton of kids that went to Texas that thought like something happened with the clock when he ran. That's what they all say to me. But he was drafted, and that's what he got on his time. And he played well at Texas down the stretch. If he can play like that and they can give him opportunity, but if he doesn't get the opportunity to play well, then I believe the Packers feel like they may have made a mistake. Because you know this, Acho. When you draft in the first round, they're going to give you every opportunity to sink or swim. They're going to even let you sink a couple times. They're going to bring you back up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And so if they don't give him them opportunities this year, they know they've made a mistake.
Yeah. To me, it's confusing, though, too, the fact that he didn't get as much burn as he did last year. But we also saw how talented the rest of that room was. Romeo Doubs with Christian Watson, Jaden Reed. I mean, they have Dontavian Wicks. They had, in my opinion, a whole slew of good number 2 wide receivers. But they didn't really have that wide receiver 1, which I expected with the first round selection, Matthew Golden to kind of step into that role, but it seems maybe he wasn't ready for it, or maybe LaFleur didn't feel like he was ready for it. and I know I'm a fan of the college tape and whatnot, I still think he has wide receiver 1 potential. He's just going to have to go out there and show it.
What year are we going into?
2.
Golden?
Yeah, 2.
You think he has wide receiver number 1 potential?
For this team, yes. For the Packers, yes.
I don't think Golden never. Golden.
I want to see him.
But here's the thing. Obviously, Golden's a Texas kid.
Yeah.
Golden didn't have wide receiver 1 potential in college, and that's not even being like Isaiah Bond was the better receiver, and he made more plays last year.
Isaiah Bond was the one going. Yes, he was
going into the season. Sure, Matthew Golden was supposed to be splitting.
So Isaiah was a better receiver.
Bond did get hurt, but
Xavier Worthy did more at Texas and was a better receiver. Golden is always and he's a Texas kid, so it's all love. Golden is a good receiver, but a number 1. And to your point, Kieran, I'm almost ruffled by you saying they had a lot of good number 2s. They had a lot of really good 3s, But like none of them cats to me is T. Higgins. That's a good 2. None of them cats to me is effing George Pickens.
I think it's hard to tell whenever. I think it's hard to tell whenever the targets are getting split up that much. You don't really see. Now that they're going to have a smaller room, I think it's going to help.
Here's my thing, and T, you know this. Talent rises. If the Packers had a dude, you would know. I've done a show with James Jones for 4 years.
They will stop rotating.
Yes. If they had a dude.
Once you establish yourself, they're going to stop rotating. Because every year, teams are going to draft young guys that they hope can replace a guy that they're going to have to pay.
Correct.
In practice, if you constantly just dropping dudes off, meaning you can't cover me, I'm just dropping you off, you're going to get opportunity in the game, and then you drop them off in the game, that's it.
The Packers had Jordy Nelson, James Jones, Greg Jennings, a young Randall Cobb, and Greg was the man. It wasn't like, Greg was the one. Everybody else was cool. Then as you continue to progress, Jordy became the man. Then as you continue to progress,
Devontae Adams
became the man. You know who the man is. Randall Cobb, good receiver, had signed a $40 million deal. James Jones, that's my dog. He'll tell you, really good receiver, obviously. But you know who the one is, if there is a one. So the fact that we're debating between all these 2s and 3s just means there's just not a one.
But the thing is, even in the Packers' history, they don't have a receiver that's going in. And they don't draft receivers that early. So I feel like they might just be treating them all the same way. But Donald Driver was the man before it was Greg Jennings. But Greg Jennings, whenever he came to the league, wasn't just a bona fide one.
No,
Greg Jennings
quickly became it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
quickly became it.
I think Matthew Golden could take that type of job.
Oh man,
I don't even know if Golden gets that chance because of what they just paid Christian Watt. This is an investment. We gonna get a return. We got to get an ROI.
With that little amount of guaranteed money, though,
it don't matter. The little amount is that guaranteed. If it's guaranteed in the first year,
it's guaranteed.
That's just a signing bonus. So he making $31 million minimum the first year. That's a signing bonus. That's a lot.
I don't know. I'm disagreeing with y'all. I still believe in Matthew Golden's game.
Do y'all think
there's a lack of opportunities?
Was any sort of panic behind this, having lost Dobbs and Wicks?
They chose to trade Wicks, and they chose not to re-sign Romeo. So I don't know if it was a panic. I just feel like looking at the receiver room, because Christian Watson would have been a free agent. That just tells me they're uncertain on the younger receivers, specifically Golden. Yeah. That's all that tells you. They probably think he can play, but they don't know, because if he had been showing them this in camp and in practice in last season, they may have signed Reed or Watson, not both.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Keeping it pushing. We got to talk about some more news out of the NFL. Myles Garrett, we got our first look at him in a Rams uniform. This is completely unfair and has completely ruined the entire sanctity of parity in the National Football League, and I hate it. Fellas, do you guys think we're overreacting to Myles Garrett being a Ram?
Did you see what Dan Campbell said? Because it's interesting. Dan Campbell
was funny. Oh, they won it already.
Dan Campbell had a quote on this. I want y'all to take a look at this quote, and then we'll revisit this question.
Yeah.
Your first reaction to that?
Yeah, I mean, good for them. You know, I mean, they've won it now, right? I mean, so yeah, I had none. I mean, he's a hell of a player versus hell of a player, you know, and they're two totally different players. But you know, that was what they felt like they needed to do, and good for them, man.
Now that we've sobered up a little bit after getting drunk off the Myles Garrett trade, I do think we're overreacting. I think the world, myself included, has overreacted, because realistically speaking, I don't know that if you're the Seattle Seahawks, to your point, they don't have the same offensive coordinator. Myles Garrett, the difference? Seahawks beat the Rams twice. One was, you could suggest, was luck, but they did it nonetheless. You're the Philadelphia Eagles. You own the Rams the last 2 years. You beat the Rams 3 times. You beat them in the playoffs. You beat them in SoFi. You beat them in Philly. You came back and beat them. You held the lead and beat them. You beat them on the back of Jalen Hurts. You beat them on the back of your defense. Is Myles Garrett going to be the difference? Is Myles Garrett going to stop Saquon Barkley from rushing for 180 yards? Respectfully, no. If Aaron Donald couldn't do it a couple years back, I'm not convinced Myles Garrett is going to be able to do it. So if we're really sobering up ourselves a little bit, T, Myles Garrett's obviously a freakazoid talent. But you could actually make an argument that Trent McDuffie may have been a more significant addition to the Rams than Myles Garrett, because the delta between Myles Garrett and Jared Verse probably isn't as great as the delta between Trent McDuffie and Kobe Durant. Probably isn't as great as the delta between Trent McDuffie and I forget and Darius Williams, I believe, was the other cornerback out there.
Darius Williams,
right?
Witherspoon.
Yeah, like, so if we really want to be true football analysts, the gap between Garrett and Verse isn't as great as the gap between McDuffie, Watson, Durant, or Williams and Witherspoon. So you could actually make the argument that the biggest signing the Rams made for improvement isn't even Garrett. So now that I've sobered up a little bit, I think we was drinking the Kool-Aid maybe too much.
It's a bit of an overreact because I believe the Browns won the trade. You get Jared Verse, a first, a second, and a third. Like, that's crazy. That's a lot to give up. You got a really good player in return, and you gave up a great player, but you got 3 draft picks, and if you hit on 2 of those, that means you would have gotten 3 really good players for 1 great player. You take that.
Okay.
But it's yet to be seen.
I like that.
The reason it is not an overreact, dude, with Jared Verse, everybody was saying, whew, the Rams tough.
Yeah.
The Rams tough. Once you get McDuffie and Watson, and then they re-sign Cam Curl, and the Rams are tough. You get Myles Garrett, but you are not blocking Myles Garrett with 1 guy. Like, Jordan Mailata gonna block you 1-on-1?
He gonna try.
He try. Lane Johnson gonna block you 1-on-1?
Lane I like.
No. Only one that's gonna block you 1-on-1, and he probably gonna give up a sack,
So?
is Trent Williams.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this age Trent giving up a sack. Yeah,
That's it. Like, Dan Campbell can say all he want. If they play the Rams, he gonna double team 95.
Of course.
He's double teaming 95 every time. And so it's not an overreaction because Myles Garrett is that good. And you can say, oh, he got 5 sacks against, I think it was the Steelers. And their O-line is not that good.
Yeah.
He's also playing from behind all the time. So the team that he's going against, they running the ball so much, the Rams are going to be leading. Team's going to have to throw the ball. We're going to see a Myles Garrett that we've probably never seen before. Or he's going to open up things for his teammates. So it's not an overreaction because Myles Garrett is just that type of player, bro. He's that good.
I think it is utterly disrespectful to downplay the impact of the best defensive player in the league joining the best offense in the league. It is what it is. Sean McVay and this offense has gone out there for the past, however long Matthew Stafford has been there, and they consistently are one of the top units in the entire league. They look as good as they've ever looked with weapons galore. Then defensively, you have weaknesses. And not only do you address those weaknesses, you get first team all-pro type players, all-pro type cornerbacks, Super Bowl champion type cornerbacks, and you also get a dude like I'm sorry, that I think Jared Verse is amazing. I think his game is incredible. Myles Garrett is double the player, in my honest opinion. I'm sorry, than what Jared Verse is. Double. There's not another Myles Garrett in the league right now. There's a reason why when we compare Myles Garrett and his game to other guys, we're comparing him to J.J. Watt for that 4-year run. We're comparing him to Reggie White and Bruce Smith. There's a reason why. The Rams are going to dominate this season if they're healthy. That's the only thing in my mind that stops him, and I don't think we're overreacting. I understand why Dan Campbell has that mindset. I want my coach to have that mindset too. Oh, I guess they won it all. I guess we're not going to have to go out there and play 4 quarters of football. I get it. But what the Rams are going to be fielding this year is some shit we've never seen before.
But that to me is the overreaction. And the reason I say that is, like, Myles Garrett don't play linebacker. Rams get average 19 yards. We're 19th in the league in yards per attempt given up. Several teams ran for over $130. A couple teams ran for over $150. Myles Garrett's not stopping the run. It's very easy to run away from an edge.
They don't play. But you got to understand also, Myles Garrett played in a wide 9 defensive scheme. So we are stopping the run
on the way to the quarterback.
On the way to the quarterback. Defensively, schematically, is going to be completely different.
For Myles.
Yes.
Correct.
Because you get out that wide, we just going to try to collapse everything and hopeful that we stop the run. And they did a decent job at it for the most part, the Browns. But schematically, the scheme is going to be different. It's going to be different.
But this is why I think there could be an overreaction, because not enough people are factoring in the nuance. People don't remember. If you really watch J.J. Watt got a lot of sacks, but he sold to get a lot of sacks. Myles Garrett got a lot of sacks, to your point. Wide 9 technique, stop the run on the way to the quarterback, just go eat. I don't know if we're going to see the same volume of sacks out of Myles Garrett because of the difference in the style of play. I don't know that Myles isn't going to come out and get 28 sacks in my mind. Because when you're in Cleveland, wide 9, go hunt. Now with the Rams, it's a different style of play. Like the Rams have to make sure we stop the run.
As a defensive coordinator, you almost have to let your great players be great. I'm not going to make you adapt to what I do. I'm going to let you do what you do best. Because the reason we traded for you is because of what you do.
Correct.
And I'd be a fool as a coach to make you change because of me. I'm going to change because of you, because if he wasn't Myles Garrett, we wouldn't have given up all we gave up to get him.
Fair, but if you're playing the Rams, here's a game plan for every team playing the Rams. We need to establish the run. We need to keep Matthew Stafford on the sideline. We need to make sure we don't get in third and longs, because if we get in third and longs, Myles Garrett's going to hunt. So at the end of the day, I'm going to do everything I can to render Myles Garrett useless.
If you got good D tackles and linebackers, you're stopping the run. The Rams have that.
Good tackles. Linebackers suspect to me.
Listen, when you got that defensive line, you think they trying to get up on the backer?
Yeah.
So them backers are you rolling free. You just got to make a tackle. And 90% of the backers in the league, if you're not getting blocked, you're going to make that tackle.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And so say what this Rams team is not overreaction. Right now, they damn near a super defense that if you play, I know this. This ain't got nothing to do with real football. When people start picking Madden teams, everybody going to get the Rams.
Sure. But here's why it's an overreaction. The Rams have, this is off the top of my head, the Rams probably have the 5th best roster in football in the last 5 years. I would suggest that the Eagles roster 2 years ago was better. I would suggest that the Niners roster 2 years ago was better. I would suggest, if we didn't know how it played out, the Eagles roster.
I don't know about that.
Niners?
Nah.
One? Please, sir, because I can tell you, Dre Greenlaw, Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, Charvarius Ward, like, they're set.
Okay.
And then offensively, Christian McCaffrey, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, Trent Williams.
Bosa is not Myles Garrett.
He's not, but
No. But and then their D tackles. They not what the Rams have, what the Niners had. Now, the Rams don't have the backers.
Don't have near the backers.
Secondary-wise, the Rams are better.
I'd call it a push.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. The Niners weren't better. Offensive line, better. That's it.
Running back, better. Christian McCaffrey?
Receivers, not close with the Rams.
George Kittle, way better than what they got.
Receivers, not close. If we just go skill guys, not close. Not close.
That is a lie.
It's not close.
If you go skill, you got to count the running back. If you go skill, you got to count the running back.
Yeah.
You bring Christian McCaffrey as an all offensive player of the year. 1,000-yard receiver, 1,000-yard running back.
When you got Puka and you got Devontae Adams.
I'm giving you Kittle, I got McCaffrey. I had Ayuk. I said 2 years back.
The thing is, though, the Rams have 3 tight ends that they're going to use.
Cool, and none of them are George Kittle. But they do have 3.
But all 3 of them combined are George Kittle, or better than George Kittle.
Here's what I'm saying is, this Rams team is not a better team than that Niners team. This Rams team sure as hell ain't a better team than that Eagles team. Not close. This Rams team probably isn't on paper a better team than the Ravens team 2 years ago. Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, Roquan Smith, Madubuike, Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are.
On paper, people. On paper. No, they are not.
Yes.
Lamar Jackson is a unanimous MVP.
Yes.
Derrick Henry is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Madubuike was an all-pro first-team defensive tackle.
You see how you went to them 2 players on offense and went straight to defense. You just 2 players on offense. Derrick
Stanley.
Henry and Lamar went straight to defense.
I could have said Mark Andrews. Let me get him out of there. Let me get that defense.
This Rams team is so good.
They're crazy, bro.
Kieran, is this Rams team even better than the 2021 Cowboys team?
Yes.
Micah Parsons,
Yes, they're better.
Trayvon Diggs, 10 picks.
Yes. I'm taking Trent McDuffie over him. Yes.
What that? Ezekiel Elliott, 1,000-yard rusher.
Ezekiel's
CeeDee
washed at
Lamb.
that point. But yeah.
Amari Cooper. Like, that Cowboys team was the first team since 2007, had a 10-sack dude, a 10-pick dude, a 1,000-yard rusher, a 1,000-yard receiver, and a 4,000-yard
But
quarterback.
we have to take into account is Sean McVay as a coach.
That's what I'm
We got
saying.
to take into account
fair.
that McVay is the
That's fair.
one running the team.
Yeah.
Fair. The part where I'm saying we're overreacting is this Rams team isn't better than the Eagles roster 2 years ago.
I'm with you.
Not even close, honestly. It's not even, bro. AJ Brown,
don't have-
Smitty, Goddard, Lane Johnson, Mylata, Saquon Barkley, and that's just on offense. They're not even close.
The
Not
Eagles
even
team
close.
was
They're
crazy.
close. Defensively, they're close.
You want what closes that
They're
gap
close.
is what TJ said though. That Eagles team, I'm sorry, I love Kellen Moore as a play caller. I think he's great. He was great for my Cowboys. He's not Sean McVay.
True.
I'm with you on the 49ers comparison to a certain extent, but at quarterback, Brock Purdy
It's not Stafford. No,
and
no, no.
Matthew Stafford
Of
is
course,
a
of
huge.
course.
It's
so if the
different.
Rams had a high level back,
Running back.
it would just running back. It would be like, whoa. Kyron
Yeah.
Williams not bad.
Of course,
he's not
I
bad.
think what you're sleep on to me is you're sleep on the defense. Like
Yes.
Myles Garrett doesn't make up for Nick Bosa, effing Kinlaw, effing Armstead.
Kinlaw ain't do nothing when he was with the Niners.
Not Kinlaw. Who's the dude that left the Eagles? Hargrave. Now Hargrave didn't do much with the Niners either. But Armstead, Greenlaw, plus Warner. That was a top 3 defense in football. This Rams defense is not going to be top 3. And we can put whatever money you want to put on that. This Rams defense is not going to be top 3.
You know why they're not going to be top 3? Because they're going to be blowing everybody out and they're going to get garbage yards at the end of the game that don't matter. They're going to be smacking everybody so
gonna
you
be
get all
smacking
these
people.
BS yards at the end that don't matter.
They're gonna be smacking people.
That's why.
Bro, this Rams defense isn't the Texans defense. This Rams defense isn't the Broncos defense.
They're
not.
better than the Broncos. They got better players. Top to bottom, they got better players. Top to bottom.
Hell
Top
no.
to bottom, they got
You
better
should have just
players.
said top.
Top to
You
bottom.
say top to bottom. I can't give you that.
They got Surtain. Who else better on the
Benito.
Broncos?
I think
He's
Benito's
better than
cold.
Myles Garrett?
No.
Okay,
Hell
that's
no,
what I'm
hell
saying.
no, hell
We
no,
going
hell no.
position by position.
But okay, Myles Garrett and Surtain. Push.
No. Position by
Ooh,
position.
D tackle Broncos have it though too. D line, I would
Broncos
say the
got it.
Broncos.
Broncos got it.
Wait,
Just about everywhere.
D
By-
tackle, I don't
Byron
know.
Young?
I don't know.
What they have first team All Pro?
I don't know.
What's his name? Allen.
Zach Allen?
Yeah, Zach Allen. Zach Allen
Nice.
got first team All Pro this year.
Nice. He's a
Right.
Good player.
Okay.
Yeah, he's cold. But outside of him,
You can't tell me he's head and shoulders better than the Ramsey tackle. No, he isn't.
Not head and shoulders.
No,
Turn
he's
it.
not. He not even head above him. He might just be slightly above him.
and the Rams
If
are
that.
deeper though. Fisk, Ford, and Turner, and Byron Young,
Yeah, it's cool. but
and
they
Miles
They don't all
Garrett.
play at the same time. That's
No,
the thing.
I know, but you can rotate them though. That
You can.
matters.
You got 3 D
That matters.
tackles. They're gonna rotate. What team has that? You really got 3 starters
Yeah.
in the inside that can play.
Bro, if we're being
Nobody
honest,
has that.
here's
Say
the
Aaron
thing.
Donald comeback is
If
way
we're
different
being
too.
honest, the Rams defense is not better than the Eagles defense, and that's not close. They're not better than the Eagles defense.
What edge rusher do they have even
I'm
remotely
talking
close?
interior. Give me
Interior,
Carter.
okay.
Oh, not
give me
interior.
Ojabo. Give me
Carter Ojabo
Davis.
Yes.
Then
Then on
give-
the and then on the outside, give me DeJean. Give me Quignon.
wait,
give me
wait.
Bond.
Yeah,
What
he-
about
yeah,
the
he-
outside
he-
guys that's rushing?
and
Yeah,
Nakobe
he
Dean.
skipped them.
Who rushed-
I
who-
peeped that.
who
I told
rushing
you,
the passer?
tried to-
You did skip that.
You did
Nolan
skip that.
Smith is not anywhere near
If
Byron
you-
Young or.
If you look
I
at
mean,
the
Nolan Smith's
Rams,
good,
you
but not-
would say because of what the linebacker will be the weakest link of that defense.
Absolutely, obviously.
But because the D line is so good, they will not be exposed at all. They won't be exposed. I wish you would try to work up to a backer.
But here's the thing: is remember the Rams didn't replace like a Acho for Myles Garrett. Jared Verse is a B plus DN.
Yes.
You traded a B plus for an A plus plus.
That's huge.
Yeah, but Jared
is
Verse was keeping dudes off the backers too. Jared Verse is nice.
But are you doubling Jared Verse every play? Are you telling when you game plan, hey, we got to make sure we know where number 8 is every single play? No.
not every play.
You're
but-
making sure 95 every single play.
Yes, but Jared Verse will blow Ish up, and he did against Philly.
Yes. You're not making sure.
You're not circling him on every play. No, you're not.
Myles Garrett
You're not.
is circled every single play.
Yeah.
And it's going to open things up for everybody else because of that.
That's fair. Kieran, where we at? Next topic, son.
Look, well, actually, we got some super chats.
Yeah. We definitely got to hit some super chats because one is from a very special somebody I'm going to get to later. But first, Robert Nunez is in the building and said, first time super chat, dropped a 50 ball. Been tuning in since day one, mainly on Apple Pod. The next day, best show out, gets me through the day. Much love. On another note, what acquisitions can the 49ers make to have a solid Super Bowl run this year? Maybe Stephon Diggs.
I don't know.
I don't think Diggs moves the needle that much.
I don't know. Diggs isn't the difference in my mind between the Niners and a Super Bowl.
Right now, we haven't seen. Diggs would help him for sure because he's gonna get open. He gonna catch the ball.
But he said a Super Bowl run.
I don't know.
Diggs ain't.
If I'm the Niners, though, that would be because he gets open. He gonna catch the ball in tight spaces.
I can't move off of Ayuk and go to Diggs. Hell no.
But no. That's unfair. That's unfair because
I got a headache already.
But Diggs ain't doing none of that type of shit to where he's not doing that.
He's threatening women. He's saying like, "I wish you would." Like he's
had a whole court case.
Like he's threatening. He's threatening to put hands on. I don't want nothing to do with no headaches. I want church boys. All I want in my wide receiver room right now is praying men.
Nah, you got to have a couple dudes, man, that just don't give a fuck.
Bro, after Ayuk?
Yeah, you have to.
My other one got shot in Pearsall.
Look.
I need church boys.
You need some dudes that ain't gonna do the BS publicly like that, but like they got a little screw loose here and there. You can't. You have.
I want
to have
Fitzgerald's right now, bro.
Nah, but see, you do want Fitz. I mean, but I heard behind closed doors like Fitz was an animal, bro. Like he would talk it like I want
Fitz
gonna smile publicly.
I want Amon-Ra St. Brown's is.
You ain't never been around Amon-Ra then, bro. Amon-Ra is a fucking killer, bro.
Yes, but on the field.
Off the field too.
I ain't heard nothing at least though.
No, I'm not getting in trouble.
Yeah, that's what I'm at.
Dog, we train, bro. Amon-Ra, if he lost one rep, he wouldn't even let anybody else get her up. Get your ass up here. Like the way he said, like if you don't get up here, I'm gonna slap the hell out you. Like he's so competitive, and you gotta have dudes on your team that the coach be like, all right, Acho, calm down, man. I ain't calming down. You got to have some dudes like that on the team. You can't
have a bunch of Emmanuel Achos and win. Like, you just
No.
can't.
But you can't have a bunch of Brandon Ayuks either.
You need a few.
You need a few, though.
You just don't
You do
want
need
him,
a few.
You just don't want him to step over that line and he steps up. Like, you got to toe the line.
Yeah.
And, like, holding back,
Yeah.
You got to have him.
That's fair. Where we at?
That's fair. Jay Nocturnal said, yo, Acho and TJ, be honest, was Victor Cruz actually a more culturally impactful New York Giant than Odell Beckham Jr.? Or did Odell's higher peak completely
question.
overshadow what Cruz built for the franchise?
It's a fun question.
Culturally impact?
Culturally is different. Like,
Victor Cruz didn't
he had a salsa.
but
Yeah.
Odell Beckham was literally on his way to being one of the greatest receivers
That's a chunky
ever.
salsa.
And once he went to Cleveland, the chunky
I'm sorry.
salsa.
That was a good one. I had to laugh at my own joke. I tried not to do that, but that was pretty good. I'm sorry.
He was over there doing the chunky
He
salsa.
was doing the chunky sauce. I'm sorry, Carebear. You got my ass. That was a good one. That was a good one.
My fault.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Extra
That was incredible.
Extra
Extra tomatoes in the sauce on
Chunky
that.
salsa, extra
My bad,
tomatoes.
Carebear.
I was going to have a rebuttal. That was just, I got to
That
let
was
that one
uncalled
right. That was a
for,
good one.
bro. I'm sorry.
That was-
Yeah, OBJ was on his way
sorry.
to
Oh, man. That was funny.
Greatness.
Yeah, OBJ. That's not a fair comp, but Victor Cruz
not.
was.
He was dope. He was dope as hell too.
OBJ might have been on his way to being the best receiver in the league. Like, first team All-Pro type guy.
Yeah.
Definitely the most exciting. Like, you tuning in to watch
That-
what
Yeah, that's good.
OBJ is
Vic
going to
was
do.
never the most exciting.
Nah.
Vic was probably the most fun. But
Yeah.
Vic was not, because everybody loved Victor Cruz. Some people hated Odell Beckham.
Hey, I think
Yeah.
Odell Beckham though, low key.
Uh-oh.
If he stay healthy, I think he gonna go to work, bro. That boy's so damn good, man.
He is.
That-
We just
that
ain't seen this
dude's
since 2021.
Bro, that dude's so
years.
talented, man. Cause Odell Beckham is not a big dude,
No.
but that
No.
dude is hella talented, man. He
Odell's amazing.
hella talented.
Odell, I seen. Yeah. Odell was amazing.
I think he's gonna go to work. Watch. I think
Okay.
he's gonna go to work.
You heard it here first. I am Cold Dog said Kieran made an interesting point about Trump pulling in an otherwise non-NBA demographic. However, that can go left real quick if the fans and players react.
It'll never go left.
It only goes right.
It only goes right.
It only goes right because that's the side I stand on. The side
It's
that's
always right.
It's always right.
And they say it's right
If
for
I'm
a reason.
involved, it's right. It's never left.
I
It's
used to
never
like the
wrong.
left, but
But
I like right.
everything's right.
I like
It's
going
involving
right.
Trump.
They say bad things go left, great things go right. You know.
I am Cold Dog went on to say either way he'll respond, which is probably true. And then B Todd.
Oh, what up, B
B
Todd?
Todd is in the building.
B Todd is gonna hear from you, G.
And he's doing normal B Todd things. And we love you for it, B Todd. He said, Kieran, I am sorry for hurting your feelings the other night.
Oh, you didn't hurt my feelings, man.
Figuring out what is cool to say and what is over the line.
Brother,
Again,
you can
I
call
was
me
trying
Grant
to
Williams
be-
every show. It's okay.
It is okay.
It's okay, brother. I just got it's fine. It's all good.
It's always
Nobody
good
took
with
any
you,
offense
B-Todd.
to it. We're good. I just didn't like the comparison. But if that's how you feel, that's how you feel, man.
Yeah,
It's
nothing
all
wrong
good.
with that.
Ain't
Listen,
nothing-
you
ain't
just heard me
nothing
call him
personal.
Chunky Salsa. Like,
Yeah, man.
he's-
Exactly.
he's got thick
I
skin.
appreciate a good joke.
Thick skin and thick hips. B Todd goes on to say
Pause
again,
that,
I
man.
was trying to be cool. Green Bay's window is closed. LA, Chicago, San Francisco, Detroit, Seattle. The NFC is getting better and better. Gotta agree with you there, B Todd.
NFC's always deep, man.
TJ, Dom said Golden or Keon from the Bills. Who's the better wide receiver?
You got to go with Golden, but Keon Coleman is going to get more opportunity, I believe, than Matthew Golden will.
Damn.
I don't know that neither one of them have
crazy.
done anything. That's just it's hard to say. Keon Coleman has
Why even
obviously been
take
in the
him?
league longer, so I would go with Golden because he's been given opportunity. Golden he hasn't even been given the opportunity yet.
Yeah.
TJ, you really think Coleman's gonna get more like after being a healthy scratch multiple times and all?
Yes, because when you hear the head coach say
Say
I
he
stood on the
believes in
table
you."
for him, I still believe in him. Joe Brady wants to see Keon Coleman succeed, and you the one calling the plays. You are the head coach, and so we gonna give him opportunity. It's up to him, but
It's kind of like what goes
his
on in the
leash is gonna be
speakeasy.
so short.
Yeah.
What terrible joke are you gonna make?
No, I'm just saying, like, Kieran calls off every other day,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
because you believe in him so much, like, he's going to get the chance to succeed still. Like, he's going to be great. Kieran is going to be great.
Don't be mad because my contract is signed because I made more of my opportunities than you made less.
you're
Maybe
not-
put on a hat with the damn logo on it, son.
Son is crazy. I'm 5 years your senior. But you're not wrong. I do need to sign that
10
contract.
inches my junior. That's the
And about 80 pounds your junior as well.
more than that, brother.
Oh, you're right. Damn.
Yeah, way more than that.
That
Yeah.
only gets me about
like double
halfway
you
there.
as me. Yeah.
Yeah.
You like what? 5'6"? 5'5"?
All right, come on. We measure. TJ was here. I was 5'10" and some change over that.
10. Sure.
Last one, we got to keep moving. Top shot said, fellas, what do y'all think, if healthy, is going to be the toughest conference this year, NFC or AFC? Everybody's healthy. Everybody's playing at their best. Who y'all got?
Toughest?
NFC or AFC?
NFC.
And toughest was the...
I think NFC because I think it'll take 10 or 11 wins to get into the playoffs in the NFC. AFC, I think it'll take 9 or 10.
Everybody healthy. I'm going to AFC.
What?
Yeah. You gotta go AFC
Why?
because you got the Ravens,
Yep.
you got the Bills,
Yep.
you got the Patriots,
Yep.
you got the Bengals, you got the Texans. Come on, don't.
You threw the Bengals in there. Keep
You
going,
got the
bro.
Jags,
Yep.
you got the Broncos, you got the Chiefs, you got the Chargers.
In the NFC, you got
Wait,
the
let's
Seahawks.
do the top five. So out of those teams, who would you say is the top five?
Out of AFC?
Ravens, Bills, Pats,
I go
Texans,
Ravens,
and then
Bills,
who's
Pats.
the fifth?
Jags or Chiefs?
Because
Chargers.
Nah, you would have to go the Broncos. I mean, they won the division last year, right? They were the number 1 seed. You
Yeah.
have to go to Broncos
Yeah.
just out of respect.
I guess you do. Yep. All right.
I don't think that compares to
NFC top
Rams,
five.
NFC 's so deep,
Eagles,
and there's so much parity.
Bears. That doesn't compare to Rams, Eagles, Bears,
Seahawks.
Seahawks,
Niners.
Niners. It just
Man, I'm just them two. I got to see it.
Just think about it,
Seahawks,
though. Like,
Niners.
The Niners are going to be. They just can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
If they can stay healthy, then that's a different
the
story.
reason why I always say the NFC in this is because you never, bro. The Commanders are 2 years removed from being in the NFC Championship game. The Vikings are 2 years removed from winning 14 games. Nobody's expecting anything out of those two teams,
Yeah,
but
the
it wouldn't
Vikings
surprise
is-
you to see something crazy happen
Yeah,
this year.
that's very true.
It happens every year in the
Kyler
NFL.
before
Murray
we
better
get,
be the high school Kyler Murray.
That part. Before we get to the next topic, y'all tapped in with us. Hit that subscribe button, please, and then hit that like button as well. We only have a couple more topics, about 20 more minutes, 25 more minutes left in show, but hit that subscribe button right now. Again, if we've done anything for y'all, made y'all laugh, made y'all smile over the course of tonight, or maybe the last several nights, show us some love. Hit the subscribe button. After that, hit the bell button to be alerted and notified whenever we go live. Kieran, what are you
doing,
Hey,
bro?
he on
Like,
his-
what are you
he on
doing?
his
Don't
lover
piss
boy.
me off.
He on his lover
It's
boy.
the last show of the week.
Come on, man.
He on his lover boy.
Man. Listening to too much Drake.
Trey just hating because he can't grow no hair no more, for real. Anyway, keeping it pushing, we got to talk about the NBA. Stephen A. Smith had something to say about Kevin Garnett's comments on Wemby crying. I'll let you guys take a listen.
Take a moment to give your boy some love. Let me tell you something right now. Kevin Garnett has to watch his mouth. And let me tell you why he has to watch his mouth, his language. Because we need to listen to this man talk basketball. Kevin Garnett is special. I mean, I'm telling y'all right now, I can't get enough of watching Kevin Garnett talk basketball. I wish he was here with us right now. I love, but you know the language ain't suitable for him. That's the problem. That's the only problem. Because when this brother breaks it down and giving you real talk on the game of basketball, which he always does, Kevin Garnett is must watch. I'm telling y'all right now, I love that brother. He's a
Fellas, do you guys agree with Stephen A. Smith that Kevin Garnett needs to...
Now, have you seen any KG clips? Because I was
Yes.
curious in the speakeasy. Obviously, we
All it
laid
is
back.
is
We
one
cool,
word. It's
but
one word.
Kieran, let it.
Look,
Will we get blocked? If
No, I mean,
Okay.
let's let it rock.
It's
This-
one
this-
word.
this-
Rob
this is
in
what-
the
this is what-
audience.
this is what he
One
said.
word.
Saying it's cancel culture.
Oh, man, I don't want to hear that shit, man. That man
27
chose like
years.
9 people, man. They gonna win it?
They gonna win it.
Bet.
They gonna win
Bet,
it.
nigga.
Bet.
Knicks finna smice, man.
Man, oh my goodness.
Hey, nigga, can the boy play in the pressure cooker? Huh? Can he come in Madison Square and play? And ain't no going to play no chess and going to Carbones and think you gonna be in the streets of New York. Nah, nigga. You gonna be in that hotel room. Ain't no going out, nigga. You don't wanna be out in this storm. You don't wanna be out in this Knick storm, nigga. Right.
That's crazy.
Fuck this
can't
nigga
believe
talking about. Right.
He going so hard right now for
Right. Get your gas up. You was talking
Damn.
about fuck you talking about, nigga.
Damn.
Knicks gonna bone these niggas. You ready? Spur? You ready, Spur? You ready?
Fellas. Wow.
So I was curious, man. We all do a show. Y'all think KG need to clean it up, T?
No, I don't. That's who he is. That's him. He don't care about being on TV.
I care about being on TV.
Because if he did, he would change that. He's doing and speaking how he wants to speak. We understand him.
Facts.
That's how we talk. Now, maybe not as much, but for the most part, my dog Paul, he just sitting there like, damn, he really going in. But if Kevin Garnett wanted to be on network television, he would be on network television. He would have been on network television. And when he is on television, he doesn't talk and speak that way. And so he does this because of the platform that he's on. Me personally, I have no problem with it. Once you get through all of the language, you see where he coming from and what he talking about.
Kieran, where you at, bro? Where you at?
Look, man. Stephen A. Smith is absolutely right. I need to see more of that. I need more of that. Kevin Garnett is true to himself. This is the same dude that was yelling, "Hell no! Trash ass ninja!" Brother, Kevin Garnett is just box office. He's funny. He's going to give his unadulterated, real opinion on how he feels about the game. And actually, I think it's unfair to place Kevin Garnett in the hater realm whenever talking about the young talent in the league. Because Kevin Garnett, if you've really been paying attention to what he's been talking about recently, has been one of the most complimentary voices of OG players on today's game and whatnot, or how good they are, how good the league has been, or how talented some of these young talented players are, and all of that. And I think he's just voicing his support for New York. He thinks that New York is going to do it. He thinks they're tougher. I think he's also from the shady school of thought where he thinks He thinks American players got a little more edge on them than the
Yeah,
French guys
more
do.
oomph.
Yeah, more oomph, and he's just for feeling that way if he feels that way. So I have no problems with what he said. Even whatever he said about Wemby, he was just like, bruh, like you're not across the finish line yet. That didn't relate to him. So in my opinion, I agree with Stephen A. Smith. I think the league needs more of this. I'm tired of censorship on big networks. To be honest with you, I like the fact that in here, Acho, you're able to give opinions and voice your opinions on things a whole lot more deeper and nuanced than you would have on a 3 or 4 letter network. And I think sports needs more of athletes giving their unadulterated and honest views and opinions of things.
But you're not advocating for the N-word being said on network television, are you?
I absolutely am. I think the FCC is a scam. No, for sure.
Okay.
I think as we grow older, my generation, why do we care so much?
Okay.
Why do we care so much? You know what I mean?
That's
Cable television, I understand for like children's sake and whatnot.
What about the kids?
I mean, bro, okay.
Hold on, let me tell you.
They hear it every day.
Yeah, exactly.
They hear it all.
They hear way worse than
you
the
hear
N-word.
cursing Monday through Friday on ESPN's primetime day slot from Pat McAfee. Why? Because his show is outperforming anything that they were playing during midday anyway.
Yeah.
Guys in suits. Oh, well, I'm Stan Everett. I'm Neil Verrett. We're here to talk about SportsCenter and da-da-da-da-da. Bruh, people want real now. I'm sorry. You have, in Big 2026, you have access at your fingertips to be into whatever niche you want to. I can get on YouTube and watch train videos for hours, and I'm showing how autistic I am, but I can watch train videos for hours and hours and hours. I can watch supercross, cycling, whatever types of content that I want to consume, and I don't think there needs to be that much censorship around opinions. I think like that. That's just how I feel about it.
I got to be honest.
Go ahead.
And I don't want to speak for KG, but I think KG doesn't want to be on network television because the last time he was on network television, they made him say the word equivalent.
Yeah.
And he butchered it. And the internet had a field day with it.
Man.
And destroyed him because of it.
Equivalent?
Why they...
Equivalent.
seen the clip?
Oh, you ain't seen it? No. I love KG. I love the way he sees the game. I love the dynamic he and Paul share on the pod. I think KG is phenomenal. And I'm saying some of that in jest. But honestly, when you're on network, and Acho, you can speak to it. I can't speak to it as on-air talent, but as somebody that produced on-air talent, socially, you have to be a certain level of buttoned up. They throw things at you that you may not be comfortable with. KG was drafted to the NBA out of high school. You know what I mean? His education formally is just not there. So there is some form of education that helps you. And
we have no problem.
Come on, man. Equivalent.
I'm just...
Play the clip. Play the clip.
Okay, here we go. Kind of like naming NFL equivalent for each NBA player.
Wait.
He rushed through it. Equivalent. He rushed through it.
Play it again.
Kind of like naming NFL equivalent for each NBA player. Okay, here we go.
I've never seen this.
Wow. I mean, that's tough. But look, can we be honest here? We have no problem with hearing Carmelo Anthony grab a board. Give me that shit!
Fuck out of here! That's what he said. Fuck out of here!
It's the way they talk on the court. If you go to an NBA basketball game, I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, you go to an NBA basketball game and you sit courtside, you're gonna hear the N-word.
Hey.
You're gonna hear it multiple times. If you're sitting front row at an NFL football game when the guys are walking out playing music, you're gonna hear the N-word.
You could be in the living room if you pay enough close enough attention to when they do post basket cuts. You're gonna see somebody mouth the word.
Exactly.
You can't.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I just don't. I don't think there should be that much censorship around athletes and what they say and whatnot. I don't know. Imagine TJ on TV not being able to give the rant that he did about what was it, Sloane Moore.
Yeah.
That made the clip.
Garrison.
It made the clip.
True.
The one thing that I would err on the side of caution about with that is I don't want to hear everybody saying it and feeling like, oh, well, KG says it on primetime. I can say it. It's uncensored, so now I can say it. You know what I mean? That would be the one like perturbing thing. Can
I tell you why I don't think that matters? Our generation, television isn't the end all be all. We see it all the time. You're not going to avoid it.
Dude, their generation ain't even watching
We're not
TV,
watching
bro.
TV.
They on
Our
apps.
generation is
They
not
on
watching
apps.
TV. I'm sorry. We're watching
true.
streaming, if anything.
Yeah,
You're lucky
man.
to get us to sit down and watch a show that's more than the 8 episodes.
Yeah.
We are seeing that already. On YouTube, we're watching our own streamers. We're watching, you know what I mean? We're doing all of these things. So it's not like, get Kai Cenat to stop saying it then. Like there's going to be hella people that are watching
Yeah,
it.
they are not
the
watching
entire,
TV.
That's a
Yeah,
really
the
good
entire
point.
young
Yeah.
and impressionable mind generation
Really good
that's
point.
going to see and hear that word and then want to apply it. It's heard all the time. But also, because there is so much mass media and consumption for the younger generation, they're also told, you shouldn't say it and you should, you're okay to. You know what I mean? So I just think, I don't know. I don't have a problem with the way KG speaks. And moving forward, I think, like I said, the older we get, TV is going to be less and less and less and less and less important. And overall, I think the FCC or censorship on things is just not something that you're going to see regardless anyway. It's old and outdated, to be honest with you.
Let's
it
get
just is.
super chats. Let's get to one more topic because I want to hit that Gabriel verse topic before we get out of here.
Let's do it. Robert Nunez double back with a $20 super chat and said maybe a first round pick for Max Crosby to have opposite of Bosa. Still on his 49ers take. I am Cold Dog said last super chat for the night. Cold Dog, we appreciate you. Said TJ, you should do one of those shampoo commercials with Troy Polamalu and Mahomes. I think Head and Shoulders is the brand that they do. Listen, TJ's still marketable.
They send me that money, I'm doing it.
He's there. He's in there. And now we have a special guest that has returned to the super chats.
I'm going to get Sugar Mama Shannon.
Ding, ding, ding! Sugar Mama Shannon!
Sugar Mama
is back
Shannon!
in
What up, Sugar
the
Mama?
building.
What up,
Oh
Sugar
my
Mama?
goodness, it's so good to
What
hear
up,
from
Sugar
you.
Mama?
She said, hey, now, fellas.
Hey, now.
I had some life crisis going, and I'm sorry I haven't checked in, but I'm back.
Come on now.
I love you, Carebear, Acho, TJ, and the fellas in the back. I love you guys, and I haven't missed an episode. She left me out of that. It had to be an accident. Had to be an accident because there's just no way Sugar Mama Shannon forgot about me.
Sugar Moms. Sugar Moms.
Top Shotter said, fellas, already read that. Central Cash said, this is how I think TJ talks in his day-to-day life. And TJ wish he could talk like that on the Speakeasy. This would be a totally different show. TJ's, I think, dropped the N-bomb once on accident.
he
He
dropped it.
immediately, he had the network PTSD. He said, whoa,
Yeah.
my bad. My fault, Acho. Acho said, you good.
I mean, I'm
You
not
good.
as bad as KG, but here and there.
Well, can I be honest about the word though too? In terms of like the modern context, going on social media. Whenever I first started doing social media, 2019 time, right? Saying it was like you're not getting any brand deals. You're not going to get any sort of opportunity if you're going out here and saying this word. Regardless, we just don't view you as someone that we could sell against whenever we're talking to brands. The rise of streamers and content creators that just have viewership. The rise of Pat McAfee, who just has viewership, has completely changed the scope of that. You have guys, Kai Cenat, who's essentially become our generation's version of David Letterman. He brought in celebrity after celebrity after celebrity after celebrity, and it's all just because he's authentically himself. And he's not the most brand friendly person ever, but McDonald's has him in ads, Super Bowl has him out
think
here.
about Drewski.
He has Drewski. Drewski's not in any sense of the imagination a brand friendly guy. No, your viewership matters now more. So to me, it's not about that. If this show blows up crazy and goes like just like nuclear, TJ should say it comfortably. You know what I mean? It's just like, I think you should say it now.
Last one, and then we got to keep it moving. Top shot and listen, been a volume
skip the beat
shooter.
right there.
No, TJ, please don't. Whatever you do. Top shot said, Trey, what's your Mount Rushmore of Indiana sports figures? And Care Bear, what's your Mount Rushmore of gas station snacks? Do you want to go first or you want me to go first?
Now, I don't know if you guys have seen, I forgot what his name is, but he's a trucker. He drives 1,800 miles.
The big black dude?
No. He's a white dude, but he has a.
You got to put honey
Jack
buns
Lanks.
in there is all I know.
So, okay, no. Honey buns is definitely in there.
Wait,
Mount
iced or
Rushmore.
no iced?
Oh wait, honey
know
buns.
they have
The iced honey buns, the white.
What type of northern shit are you talking about? Honey buns. Where it
honey
says
buns.
honey buns on the
Put-
package.
You put them shits
It's a
in
little
the
yellow.
microwave for about
Y'all
10
don't know- y'all
seconds.
ain't familiar
Put them
with
in the
the-
microwave for 30 seconds.
with the
Launch
iced
them at a
honey
homeless
buns,
person.
the
It's
white
crazy.
with the white frosting on the top.
Nah.
What you talking
I'm
about?
gonna have to put you on game anyway.
No,
Continue,
I know
my
what you're
fault.
talking about, but no, the regular ones, the
Okay.
glazed honey
Yes,
buns.
Of course you do.
Honey buns is in that top 4. All right. Oh goodness gracious, I miss gas station food. This is crazy. Roller dogs used to be up there for me in high school. I used to actually get like the little taquitos. They used to go crazy. I'm telling you.
Okay.
When I was in high school, Quick Trip, we had
never
quality
had a-
ones.
I've never
I
had
wouldn't
a-
get like the 7-Eleven chicken wings though. You're asking to have your stomach put in the back.
nasty.
But I would say, give me beef jerky. Love it.
Really?
I'm huge on beef jerky. Absolutely.
Wait,
to this day,
like
if I'm
Jack's or like Slim Jim.
I'll do Alberto, I'll do Jack's, but the teriyaki flavor one is the one that bangs the most.
okay,
So
fair.
I rock with that. So I got those 2. Honey buns is definitely in there. Ooh, goodness.
Nerds, gummy clusters. You
Oh
you
yeah,
rock with
Nerds
them.
gummy clusters. You know I rock
That
with
shit- that
those.
shit joint, yeah.
And then
that's
after
3.
that, see the thing is like candy. I'm not a big like chocolate dude.
Yeah. Vanilla.
Nah, I'm not big on vanilla either. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh yeah, and I'll go with the classic, bro. Hot Cheetos limon, the lime ones. Oh, those bang. I was in the
Those
South
are
too, so
fire.
Takis used to be like my jam, but now I realize that like you're begging for mouth cancer. Yeah,
for sure.
Trey, Indiana sports figures.
All right, if we're going from Indiana, not like just attending, because if we go like attending, we got to go Isaiah Thomas, but I'm not going to include that. The Hick from French Lick, number 1. Okay, Larry Bird.
Yeah.
Now, somebody we like to claim, Oscar Robertson. Now, he was born elsewhere, but like all of his formative years were
was in
spent in
Indiana.
Indianapolis. Yeah, so I'm going to go him. Third, I got to go Glenn Robinson.
Big dog.
Big dog. I got to go big dog.
Okay. 30. There's so many Glenn Robinsons. 31 Glenn Robinson. 3-point shooter, Trey Ball Glenn
Yes.
Robinson. Bet.
Purdue.
Purdue, yeah, exactly. From Gary, Indiana. Shout out to
Yuck!
Gary, Indiana.
Sorry.
And then lastly, I got to go with the hometown shorty, Lily King, Olympic gold medalist swimmer. She's from Evansville, Indiana.
that's
she's
it.
got,
She's
got
tough.
world
She's
records.
really, really
She's
good,
a
yeah.
breaststroke gold medal
Acho.
Olympian. So,
Olympic
How
sports.
about a Mount Rushmore of Nigerians?
wow.
Athletes.
Oh yeah, let's do
Oh,
athletes.
it's
Yeah, why not?
easy.
That's easy.
Easy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Y'all
okay,
got
bet.
some like
Yeah.
real credible, like that's, it's not hard to, okay.
Okay,
go
wait.
ahead.
Okay,
Because Giannis. You know what I mean?
I like
And
that. I
Usman,
like that.
Okay, yeah.
And probably Adesanya.
Yeah.
That's why it's so easy.
Yeah, that's
right
good,
now,
yeah.
we cooking.
Yeah, y'all
I'd
did-
probably
y'all have
say
three good ones.
Giannis, Usman, Adesanya.
Anthony Joshua.
It's hard in
I
theory,
tripping?
but it's
I think you're forgetting someone better
He's
than
not-
all 3 of those.
oh
Yeah, Hakeem. Yeah. Hakeem Olajuwon. Yeah.
yeah. That I put up then the Nigerian. Yeah, I mean world heavyweight champ or what was Usman?
Usman,
Welter?
welterweight
He was
champ.
welterweight
champ,
Adesanya,
Adesanya,
middleweight.
middleweight champ.
Yep.
Then Elijah won Hall of Famer, probably top 15 player, top 12
then
player of all
Giannis,
time.
MVP,
Then
champion,
Giannis
yeah.
MVP, top 20 player.
Where
of all
was
time.
Izzy getting his ass whooped? He went up. He didn't go up
No,
to
he
heavy.
went up to 205 and
But
lost, but
he
then
only started losing once he
he's
started
older.
losing. He was
Yeah,
already
he had like 107 kickboxing fights before he went to the UFC too. So
Izzy's
it's
different.
wild. Look, moving forward, last topic of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Dllon Gabriel and Jared Verse both rocking the number 8 today at Browns OTAs. Now, look, there was a fake tweet that went out there that I played it the other time. It was Dllon Gabriel in a press conference saying, oh, bro just took the number for me, yada yada yada. That's not true, but there has been some conversation about this because Pro Football Talk put it out there. They had a article, saying why pay for your number when you could just take it. Jared Verse shows up for his first practice wearing number 8, even though the number officially belongs to Dllon Gabriel. Now, fellas, this is a very interesting situation because I'm of the belief third string quarterback taking that shit from me. I'm keeping 8. And I'm not paying you a dime.
That's it.
How do we feel about that?
Dllon Gabriel, you might get 8 cents. And if you lucky, $8 for that jersey. Respectfully, you haven't earned the right to negotiate for that jersey. Dllon Gabriel, if you were a starter, yeah, he might give you $80,000. If you were the man, he might give you $800,000. But because you're a third string quarterback who should be glad to make the roster at this junction in time, bruh, take $8 in Monopoly money and keep it pushing. Honestly, take a meal at Chipotle. That should cost you about $8 and keep it pushing, G. Like Dllon Gabriel, you're not getting money for that number 8. And the worst part about it is when you acquire Verse and you haven't yet paid Verse, because Verse ain't got paid no real money yet. Verse is probably going to sign a deal that gives him $40 million annually to Cleveland. They're not worried about you, Dllon Gabriel. They're trying to make him as happy as possible. He just left a Super Bowl contender to come to one of the worst teams in the league. They flew him private. They rolled out the red carpet for him. They're not even going to ask you, Gabriel. You finna have 18 next year and not even think twice.
I disagree with that.
Really?
Yeah. Just out of respect, I'm a man. Like,
Oh, brother.
Jared Verse should not want that to take place. Just like, could he take the number? Yeah.
He should.
Could he get the number without paying? Yeah. That's just not cool. That's Dllon Gabriel number. That's just how it works.
Okay.
Yes.
Dllon Gabriel's number?
Yeah. If you want Jared Verse to have this number, just cut me right now. Cut me right now.
Time out. Over a number, TJ?
It's a respect thing. He's on the team.
Okay.
It don't matter if he's playing or not.
It doesn't matter.
No, it does not. It does not matter. You know how many guys have given up numbers that don't play and they gonna get 50K, 25,000? They getting something.
Not third stringers.
It don't matter who they are.
Let me add this though too. Dllon Gabriel wore 5 last year. He's just now wearing 8.
That's a good point.
They're not,
no Nike jerseys are printed.
Also,
No, it ain't about Nike jerseys being printed.
Yeah.
It's I chose a number that somebody now wants. It's always worked that way. You don't just come take somebody. It's all why? Because we traded for. It's always worked that way. They've never just taken a number from somebody.
TJ,
Never.
Let me tell you why I'm not paying. His ass might not be on the team.
And if I'm not going to be on the team, let's just wait till the end of camp.
Which is, I think, in part why they're waiting it out.
And so, because it's never been done that way. It's always been done. You got my number. I come into the team. You may get released, but I'm going to just pay you for the number. Because that's how it's always been.
Yeah.
But T, I'm not
It's
I am
always been that way. I
not
just
paying
don't think
Dllon
that's-
Gabriel for the number 8. He is giving me that. Give me that number, kid. I'm not paying. You know this. Go back to college, T. College, if they recruit the 5-star and you're the third stringer, the coach has already promised your number. I'm not asking this other player. If you're the 5-star and we got this third string linebacker and Acho's coming in as a 5-star, hey, third string linebacker, sorry, we promised to him the recruiting process. It's like
that is so different because if you're on opposite sides of the ball, it don't matter because they double numbers anyway. Correct. But if we on the same side of the ball, you switching that number before that kid commits. That's what they're gonna do. Before, if you know you're just gonna make him switch numbers.
How much you paying Dllon Gabriel? I'm not paying Dllon Gabriel for this number 8. You are giving me that number.
He's not giving that number up. He's going to get paid for that number. If he does not get paid for the number, I got a problem with the Cleveland Browns doing that because it's all.
Yeah.
Jared Verse is just gonna come change things that has basically been a tradition in the league.
Yeah.
This is a tradition. You pay for a number if you want it.
Acho, what number did you wear for Philadelphia?
51.
51. Okay, so let's say, you know about being a third stringer more than anyone.
Correct.
Right. Let's say you're in camp.
And D'Amico shows up.
51 and D'Amico shows up.
He's taking it.
No, you're
asking for money?
Yeah.
Okay.
If he's like 51,000.
If D'Amico pats you on the back, is like, fuck no. What are you doing? Are you upset?
I'm like, dang, he a hoe.
Yeah.
And I'm switching to 52. You feel me? I'm like, dang.
So yeah. So okay, I get what you're saying. So TJ, you're saying in this situation, Jared Verse should do the noble thing and not hoe Dllon Gabriel.
Yes.
The difference is
what if that number that Dllon Gabriel requests is ridiculous?
It's because
then I'm taking it from you because you disrespect it.
It's always been this way. I don't know of any player that this has happened to. I know of a player, I ain't gonna say nobody's name, that went to a team. He'd offer somebody $100,000 for the number. And I'm like, and the dude that had the number, like, he wasn't a starter, but he played.
Didn't DA do that in
No, this is like more recent, like one of the kids, like the young kids that I do. $100,000 for a number. $100,000 for the number. The player that had the number said no. He got traded like 2 weeks later.
I remember that.
100 grand down the drain. I said, oh, I have no attachment to this number. I'm giving it up. I told him, I said, get a number up. He ain't get a number up. I said, oh, you could have had 100 grand. They traded your ass anyway. But Jared Verse, come on, bro. You ain't got to give him 80,000. You got to at least give him 10,000, bro.
I'm not even.
You got to give him $10,000
for what? To Kieran's point, if he wore 8 last year, I'd consider.
But it don't matter.
That
Like,
to me is the
parents
difference.
have jerseys in 8.
Yeah.
People he got jerseys
But also,
in 8.
Dllon Gabriel wore 11 while he was at UCF. No, he wore 8 at Oregon.
That's why he wanted number 8. Because he wore 8 at Oregon.
Man, you ain't even the best Hawaiian 8 at Oregon.
Correct.
That's Marcus Mariota.
And that's why he wore it, because they come from the same state.
Marcus is still alive. What you honoring?
Everybody, all the Polynesians looked up to Marcus Mariota when he left Hawaii, went to Oregon, and then he was drafted number 2.
To me, though, Gabriel both hasn't earned the right to ask for bread in it, and he hasn't done anything of significance. That's why
he doesn't have to ask. Jared Verse should do the right thing and offer. You can't just. I guess I'm different.
I'm not offering.
To your point, Acho,
because
earlier,
I'm not offering until he makes the team.
Dllon Gabriel has gone out there and done it. He's had to do it. He got numbers at Oregon in that number 8. It means something to him.
Jared Verse got numbers in the NFL at number 8.
Yes.
But he had the number first. He had to do it.
No,
in number
but he
8.
didn't have the number first for the Browns.
Cleveland,
right now, neither of them suited up for a game.
This is all going to come down
coming
to
off that thing.
one person. Jared Verse doing the right thing, or he just gonna show one.
I can't even say that though, TJ.
Yes, it is the right thing.
I can't say that.
It is his number.
No,
he has it.
No, I can't say that too.
It's his number.
The difference between it is, this is the first time we're seeing Dllon Gabriel in 8. If he got traded on draft night before we got to see Dllon Gabriel switch to 8, I have just as much of a claim because you went out there for 3 practices and wore 8 practices. 3 practices.
We could.
You got me fucked up.
Listen, we could have had 0 practices, no OTAs. It's my number.
There have been no jerseys printed in that. Not even Browns game jerseys.
Nobody buying that jersey. He might not be on the team.
It wouldn't be but 8 of them that was
When
printed.
you walk into the locker room and it has Gabriel, number 8, Acho, 51, Hushmazada, 84. That's your number. And again, Jared Verse can really Debo his ass.
Yes.
Or he can do the right thing.
How much you offering?
10 grand.
All right, TJ, I'll do this.
10 grand.
I'll do this. TJ.
And the thing is, that's so disrespectful.
TJ,
but
I'll
it's
do this.
fair at the same time.
You're with the new team, right? You get to say Seattle or whatever, right? You get to Seattle, show up, you're excited. First day OTAs. I got my 84 on. Cool. Second day I got my 84 on. Next day, Seattle Seahawks traded for Randy Moss.
He's paying me.
You been in that number 2 days?
Because that's it's
crazy.
always.
If I'm Randy Moss, and I know you way better than Dllon Gabriel as a player.
This the thing though.
Give me
No.
that
This the thing though. When you see him trade for Randy Moss, you like.
You already know.
Yes.
Yeah, you already know.
You excited because you know.
I'm about to get. Oh, okay.
You're
I get
happy about that
because that's the standard.
Because you don't give a damn about coming off the number.
Yeah. So okay,
But what if Randy get on that with you? What if he like?
But Randy,
no, I'm not paying you 100,000 for the number.
You know what it is because it's all. This was going on before Randy came into the league.
Yeah.
It's going on after
He gonna
Randy.
respect the game.
This is a tradition that
The only
never stops.
difference is you're not paying rooks for the number, and Dllon Gabriel's essentially a rookie. Like if you remember me, 51. When I got to Philly, it's my second year in the league. If I'm in OTAs with that number, and they trade for D'Amico Ryans and say he's 51, he wasn't obviously 59. I can't even expect to get paid. Now, if I've started for a year or even a backup, even say I ran down on teams for a year, and now you trade for D'Amico, man, let me get 51,000 off you. But if the Eagles trade for me from the Packers, I just get 51. You trade for D'Amico.
He's getting paid for that. Jared Verse is not going to do that. He's going to pay him. Jared Verse is going to pay him for that number. I guarantee you that.
Address your host,
You
Acho.
give 5,100. I'm not giving
He's
you
being-
51.
your host is being disrespectful
That's
to you.
great. No, look, I will
But that's
say
what they do, though.
I will say this though. Would you view Jared Verse in a different light if he
Yes.
says, no,
Yeah,
hold on,
I would.
let me wait. If he says, let's wait till the end of camp.
Oh, no.
Nah, that's what he gonna say.
Because then it's like, okay, Dllon, are you gonna make the team?
Yeah.
Dllon don't make the
he
team.
can do
Then
that.
Yeah.
It's my number
But
anyway.
Now, here's the problem, though. Yeah, you're right, because Dillon's probably going to get cut and put on practice squad. And when he gets cut, that's when they'll take the number. You know what I mean? Then he'll come back on practice squad at 17 or 18.
Do that, but don't just take that man number like that.
TJ's so gentle with it.
As a man, I get what TJ
think
saying.
like it's just always been done that way.
Yeah.
So now because
But you know these young bulls,
but
they don't care about
he doesn't
tradition.
strike me as that type of person.
They're the same age,
And
though,
again,
too.
I
They have
don't
respect
know
for
him,
each other.
but just watching him do his interviews, he just don't strike me as
seem like
like
good
he
money.
just hella cutthroat. He just don't come off like that.
Beautiful people, we getting out the show with some super chats. Before we do, you're still tapped in with us at this time of night. Hit that subscribe button, please. If it's your first time watching the Speakeasy, welcome. This is what we do. We're your online family, your online community. We laugh with each other, we laugh with y'all. We read the super chats, we kick it, we hang out Sunday to Thursday. You know where to find us. But again, we're just your home away from home, your family away from family. Hit that subscribe button right now if you do not mind. Hit the like button, hit the bell button to be notified after you hit the subscribe button to know when we go live. Follow us on our social channels, Speakeasy TLK Show on the likes of Instagram, et cetera, et cetera. So just consider us your family. Trey, let's get some super chats. Ethan, hit the music, then let's get out of here after.
Got a few super chats. We're gonna start with somebody near and dear to me. That is Sugar Mama Shannon. Jump back. She says, "Social Trey, I'm so sorry I left you out. You're my favorite. Please forgive me.
She got a
I
favorite?
love you."
Trey didn't draft you. I drafted you. Did y'all draft?
Nah, she on our team.
Yeah, she on our team. What are y'all
Y'all don't
doing?
even
Me
know
and
your
TJ
team?
drafted
I
you.
know.
Y'all don't even know your team.
Yeah, I do.
That's crazy.
No, yeah, y'all got Taryn.
We sure did. Dom, Sugar Mama Shannon, I love you as well. You are also my favorite. And, we'll be trading for you sometime this next draft. Dom said, Carebear, what kind of big boy were you? You left out all the Little Debbie snacks that were 50 cents. And also,
You wasn't around
I know you
for
had
that.
them.
I was around for the little
Whataburger.
hostess, like, or like little
The
Debbie.
Star Crunches,
So-
oatmeal cream pies.
What
Yeah.
about the Cosmic Brownies?
Cosmic
Brownies was my
Cosmic
shit.
brownies are crazy, but I not really. I didn't put on the weight doing the sweet stuff. That wasn't really my bag. It was the hearty, it was the carbs, it was all that.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
shit just be
And
too
as far
seasoned.
as the cinnamon rolls from Whataburger are concerned, absolutely destroyed them. One night I had an order
Okay.
at Whataburger. I want you guys to walk down Big Back Road with me. Okay. I got off of my shift. It's 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. Driving back
Whataburger?
home from I used to work at Topgolf as a server, right? I'm tired, I'm exhausted, hungry. I haven't eaten all day. I didn't even get to eat at work. I get to Whataburger. I roll down that window. I say, yo, give me a number 2. It's a double Whataburger, double meat. I say, give me that with cheese. Give me that with some barbecue sauce added on top of it. Delicious. I also say, give me a honey butter chicken biscuit because I needed one of those. I also say, give me a large fry with a side of honey mustard because I like to dip that in there. And I
Damn.
said, give me a cinnamon roll with a large Dr. Pepper.
Damn.
No ice. I was packing on calories like nothing you've ever seen. And I got home and you know what I did?
Fell asleep.
It got sexual.
Oh.
I tore it up. I opened that bag, spread it out. Fucked it up. It was a good time, man. It was delicious.
You tore it up.
I tore it up, man. Put that shit right in here.
I don't know where to go from here. I
It was
guess
great, man.
To the
I
next
just-
one.
the next one is
I was talking about this the other
bro.
day. I haven't had a burger and fries in over a month and a half. Brother.
Really?
Nah, deadass. Yeah, no, it's been a while, man.
burgers ain't that bad
They're
though.
not. Burgers get a terrible rap.
Yeah,
Do
they
they?
do.
Are they
Burgers
really?
really.
A lot-
I'm
look
gonna
at
get
that.
one
It's just
right
it's the
now.
bun.
The bun is
yeah.
It's the bun and the cheese.
Yeah,
The bun is
made
the
a
worst
burger
part of the burger.
bowl. Not even in the past month and a
Bro,
half.
if you eat a
I've been eating
lettuce,
red meat like that.
If you eat a lettuce
Protein
wrap
style.
burger without the cheese,
You doing all right for real?
Yeah.
That is
Damn.
the fries. It's the bun and the fries.
No,
that-
it's the
that-
carbs.
Fries are so
Also,
damn
I'm just
good.
learning more
Oh
about
my
food.
God, they
Carbs,
so good.
carbs aren't bad,
love
but fried carbs are, and then
Yeah.
also just like if you
Potatoes
eat
are-
carbs
French
late in the day,
fries
you're
are
not
so
able to burn them
good.
off. It's
bad
really
for
tough.
you.
It's over. Yeah.
Happy Chappy 12 said, Acho, as a fellow Drake May lover, do you feel the Patriots this upcoming season are being slept on? I understand that they will have a tough schedule. However, tell me where they got worse. ABT and AJ are huge for us. Pause.
I don't know that the Patriots got worse anywhere. Running back will get better because Travion will take the next step. Receiver, they'll get better. Tight end, they'll stay the same. Offensive line, draft picks, they'll get better. Cornerback, they'll stay the same. I don't know. Yeah.
just everybody be ready for him now. That's they're just ready to play him as opposed to last year.
Yeah, that's well said.
That's a bet. Central Cast said Acho would take the last lollipop from a kid for his girl. He said, "Give me that number, kid." If he had to, he would have took the food out of the kid's mouth to make sure he got what he wanted.
Damn. Acho's a good guy.
Where'd that come from?
I have no idea. He's weird.
I don't know. Hey, he's upset about something.
Love you,
Acho's a
Central
good
Cast,
dude, man.
though, but I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, I don't either. Top Shotter said $100 million on the line for the Speakeasy Cast to make
easy.
one NBA three-point shot. Who takes the shot?
That's easy.
100 million on the line. I don't want Acho at all.
Honestly, maybe Shady.
I'm shooting at
Nah,
him.
I'm
Hell no.
TJ.
Shady.
I'm going TJ.
Shady
Y'all
ain't
three
beat
are
me in no
disqualified
sport.
from the jump. You, TJ, and
What?
Shady are cooked. Y'all not taking the shot.
Whoa.
You can shoot.
Man, not only can I'm from Indiana, first of all.
When the last time you played basketball?
Like, hooped in a session?
No, just like shot the ball.
Oh.
Hey.
Like a month
See,
ago.
you-
But
follow-
regardless,
follow-
let me finish
hold
my
on,
point. Hold on, real
I'm
quick. Let me
shooting.
finish my point.
Hold on.
I'm
Let me do it. Follow Speakeasy on Instagram right now. Speakeasy Talk Show. TLKSHOW. Right after the show, we're gonna go out to the hoop right there, measure it out, and one of us is going
There
to
is a
have to
hoop
make a
out
3-point
there.
shot.
There
So
is
yeah,
a hoop
we're
out
gonna
there.
put it on the
We
story.
go live and do that.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
But y'all three can't shoot because y'all don't need money. And I know $100 million
That's
is
a good
life
point.
changing for
It's
anybody.
It's for the cast. We splitting it up.
It's
$100
not.
million is $100 million.
It's not. But we got this getting split 5 ways. So we down to 20.
It don't matter. You split that whole 7-8 ways. Shit, we,
Yeah, $100
we
million.
got more than we leaving with
I'm
more than
talking
we
to him.
came
Oh
with.
wait, yeah, the guys in the back got to get a share. Got to get a
Yeah,
split
that's
too.
true.
But regardless, y'all not as
My
y'all don't know
shot-
what it's like to be
Your life
in
on
the
line?
trenches. Y'all got your contracts. I ain't got mine. I'm hungry. Ain't no way. I don't know if Acho gonna pay me or offer me to re-up. I'm making that damn shot.
Okay, we're gonna see if he'll do it after the show though. Guys, serious. Follow us on Instagram, Speakeasy Talk Show.
We do have a hoop
We're-
right
yeah,
outside
we got
the
a hoop right
studio.
outside. We're gonna have Trey take an NBA Link 3. And we're gonna see what he can do. We're gonna see if he would win $100 million in this scenario.
Kieran, get us out of here, G.
Look, man. Oh, we did get one more before we get out of here.
Oh, we did?
Said, what's the West Coast
ahead,
version
you
of Waffle House? Personally, nothing can compare. I was just talking about this earlier
Bro,
today.
we don't have
Someone
that.
said Winchell's.
Nah.
The donuts.
Oh gosh,
disgusting.
That's disrespectful.
Nah,
Disgusting.
Waffle House is a restaurant. Nothing on the West Coast stays open that late outside of In-N-Out, but
They
talking
have IHOPs
breakfast.
out here,
They
so
talking
that shit's
breakfast.
IHOP. It's the
but
closest thing.
IHOP don't
West
stay
Coast
open.
version,
Yeah.
I feel bad for people from the south.
They don't
or
stay
from the
open.
north. Experience in a
West
Waffle
Coast
House is some
It's
shit you just can't.
nothing.
No, there's nothing.
Nah, Roscoe's
Roscoe's
is too.
closed.
Roscoe's closed.
It's
It does have the
only thing
ratchet
that
tree a
stays
little bit,
open
but-
late is In-N-Out. That's it.
DJ, you had Waffle House
can't-
before?
Canes be
You had
open
Waffle House
late.
before?
You know what's crazy, bro?
It closed early though.
Waffle House is in Cincinnati. I never had it when I was playing. When my daughters were playing softball, we used to travel around the country, and I ate Waffle House, and I was like, damn, I've been missing out on this whole time. I actually liked it.
What about
time.
Denny's?
It don't stay open.
Ass. Denny's is awful.
Denny's is bad.
But
Denny's is
Denny's
really
Oh
bad.
my gosh.
Denny's is
It
bad.
stay open
I wouldn't
24
feed
hours,
Denny's to
but
my
nah.
dog.
Nah,
I'm dead ass. I
bro.
wouldn't feed Denny's to my
Look,
dog.
if any of
owe
y'all
Denny's
watching in
money,
the chat
man.
haven't been to Waffle House,
You know how
take
many
your ass to the
walkouts I
south
did
and
on
go to
Denny's
a
when I
Waffle
was in
House.
college in JUCO? Bro, I would go get me a French slam at Denny's. I'd be like, I'm going to the bathroom, and I'd just walk right out the door. There's about 8 of us. I did that at least 10
I ain't
times.
gonna lie.
Turn that up.
I did some
That's
dining
Straight
dashing in my
walkouts.
day.
I owe them.
All right.
I probably owe them
Dine
what?
and dash.
That's
Boy, I
crazy.
didn't have no
$100.
money. I don't think you understand. I was broke.
Damn, that
Hey.
server that was making
Help
$2.13 an hour
me.
depending on that tip was also broke.
Cerritos
That's
College,
messed up,
where I
man.
did so many walkouts. Oh,
Look,
man.
we appreciate you guys for watching here tonight.
sure do.
Go see a Waffle House near you. It's an amazing experience. You're gonna see the people making your food fight, and then put it back on your food.
Yeah.
Someone else is
not
gonna
wrong.
fight. They're gonna argue, but then the food's gonna be busting. It's gonna be one of the best nights of your entire
Karen's
life.
picture's on the wall.
Ladies and gentlemen, my picture is up on the wall at a couple. That All-Star, destroyed.
Yeah.
Okay. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the
Do
bell
it,
button
do
when you
it,
hit the
do it.
subscribe button to be notified when we go live next, which will be Sunday night, 11:15 p.m. Eastern, 10:15 p.m. Central, 8:15 p.m. Pacific time. I'm Kieran Hickey Simple. This has been TJ Hushmanzada, Emmanuel Acho,
Yeah.
Social Trey, and everyone in the back.
Shout out to the game in the back.
We'll see you guys next time, right back
Love
here in
those
the
guys,
Speakeasy.
man.